And welcome back to the Power Moves podcast today. I am your host, Father Fern. Sorry for the very long hiatus, but we've been rudely interrupted by graduation and life just taking over.
Fucking school, dude.
Fucking school. Life. But yeah, today I am joined by
Santiago Cabeza.
We're fucking done, dude. Swishy.
And Poppy Leo.
Pink hair kid.
So for all you guys that are wondering, where the fuck have you guys been? Where's the podcast? With the podcast? So all these fuckers, besides, I guess.
Yeah, you two.
Yeah, besides me and him, we're kind of struggling in school, and they just had to get their shit together for finals and shit. So everyone was more worried about graduating than like doing the podcast, which I understand.
Yeah, like dude, I mean, I was trying to, dude, my shit got scary for a minute there. Like I was failing 3 classes, bro, and like I don't know, I just
3.
Yeah, it wasn't even because I was slacking. Well, I mean, yeah, I was slacking off obviously, but it wasn't even like I was just going to school and like, fuck this shit. I was just like not going to school.
Yeah, you would
like,
just show up at
like
my house.
Full lazy shit, dude. I wasn't even going.
You weren't going out anymore. You were
just chilling in my bed, fucking on YouTube, bro.
Watching.
Like, I can tell you everything about
show.
that fucking app. Shit, fucking Christ. Fucking retarded. I dyed my hair pink too.
Yeah.
Well, that was 2 days ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I dyed my hair like the day before graduation. I dyed my hair pink. I don't know when the fuck is this gonna come out.
This probably gonna come out like
maybe
2 days from now.
2 or 3 days, yeah.
I'll probably edit it tomorrow while I'm doing some college stuff.
This man graduated with Bad Bunny glasses and pink hair.
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, if you haven't seen my
also,
shit,
they fucked up your name and said Jacob instead of
Joshua. Yeah, they said Jacob McCrae Sigmund. Okay, first of all, let me just tell you, at the graduation practice, bro, I told them, like, I didn't tell them, but my card said Joshua on it. Like, my full name is Joshua.
Your government.
Yeah, my government is Joshua.
It said Jacob?
Fucking, yeah, and then at the practice, they said Jacob, and I looked at her, like, weird, and I was like, okay, maybe she's just nervous. Like, obviously, my fucking card says Joshua. And then we get to graduation, and my card says Joshua 3 times on it. It has it in the corner, below it again, and then in the middle.
And then
right?
she said Jacob again.
And she said Jacob again. Bro, I was fucking
I feel
heated.
like that was just a running joke to fuck with you. I feel like,
yeah,
like
all
your teachers
now I'm going to be known as
against
fucking Jacob. I was fucking pissed. Like, what do you call it?
Your graduation sounds like just some ass. I took a nap during the graduation.
Really?
Like, I literally passed out. The girl next to me put her head on my shoulder, and we just took a nap because my last name starts with a Z.
Yeah, you were like you were the top.
I was the last. It was literally me and 5 other kids, and that was the end of the graduation.
Yeah, bro,
you were in like the top last.
Bro, my boy Caesar. Shout out to my boy Caesar if you're watching this, bro. He was the last kid to graduate.
Caesar got the biggest applause.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone was just like, "Fuck
Caesar's
yeah, this shit's
champ,
over."
Dude. His English is like he has such a thick accent. He's from Venezuela, bro, and he's like, oh my god, I fucking love him, dude. He's awesome, bro. He's like what you call it? He I don't know. He's just chilly. Like he'll take the time out of his day to just be like, yo, bro, how you doing, dog? Like he'll have like he'll talk to you. He
Shout out to
Caesar
fuck. If you're watching this.
And he's smart as fuck too. He like goes
link.
hard in class and shit. So.
Yeah. But yeah, we were just fucking, and plus cars, everyone getting their cars, like getting them.
Yeah, you were fixing your car.
Santi was fixing his car.
I'm still grinding for the whip. I'm still grinding.
You're still grinding for the whip. I got my car. It died.
Yeah,
it came back to life.
Your car died, and then it came back to life.
And you still don't have a whip. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like, okay, bro, your mom gave you the car, right? Then it died, and it was dead for like 2 weeks. Like, I'm not gonna get a fucking car in 2 weeks. Meanwhile, I'm fucking failing 3 classes because I want to fucking lay in my bed and watch YouTube all damn day. So yeah, of course I don't have a fucking car.
Jesus Christ.
Shit, dude, I was being fucking lazy.
Pinky had no grind during that time. Pinky was like the number one to hype up the grinding, and Pinky just shit on it.
Yeah, bro, what do you call it? There was a period in between like fucking like right when I thought I was gonna get Jamie's G. That's how, dude. Remember when I worked like
you were working like
15
motherfucking hours.
I did back-to-back 15-hour shifts. That was, and I wasn't even tired, bro. I was like so motivated. I was like, dog, I'm gonna get this fucking car. I don't give a fuck. Like he told me he was like 1,500, and I was like, oh my god. And then I texted him, I was like, yo, I'm gonna come get it this Friday. Like I was dead ass gonna go get it that Friday. Yeah. Like I was 2 days away from getting this car, and he goes, I sold it. And I was like, you fucking sold it? I was like, why? And he's like, well, you told me you want to wait, and because he told me he wanted me to buy it a week before, and I was like, bro, I want someone to check it out first, because I don't know why the fuck you're selling this.
Dude, literally
amazing car for
that
$1,500.
cheap, it wasn't that amazing.
Yeah, no, he was just being the homie. He was just being the homie.
If I was you in your position, I would have just bought it, and I would have fixed the issues.
Yep. I should have fucking done that.
His car, he got it because he got it from a homie.
Yeah,
his car that he has now is really good. And he has racing seats. He has a new exhaust.
He's got tire lettering. He's got the headlights. He's got the halo projectors on there.
He went all out.
For those of you that don't fucking know, like
anything about cars,
anything about or my situation, bro. There's this kid that he's in like a car group, right? They fucking are car geeks, and this kid was like, bro, yo, I'm selling this G for like 2,000, and me and you at the party, right? Me and Nan were like, yo, I want it, because this is before you knew this before you had your situation figured out, right? And I'm like, all right, you know, me and
I'm happy
Ned
I didn't buy that car because
Yeah,
like now I think about it, I'm like that car was gonna be a piece of shit. It's gonna be a piece of shit.
I don't think it's a piece of shit.
It would have been a
Still
piece.
runs
It still
nice.
runs.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. It had 220,000 miles on it. That's why I was like,
that's a lot
as
of
soon as I
miles.
found out about that, I was like, Siggy, you go ahead, bro. But I'm like, I literally told you it was like 220,000
Yeah,
miles
no,
on a G. When was the last time you ever heard a G with 220,000 miles? That isn't dead.
Yeah,
they
that's
only
true.
they like die out like 160.
That's
Yeah,
true,
like
dude.
or like
That's
like
true.
Carlos
That's
is
probably why
pushing
he's
it.
selling it. But anyway, so this kid's like 2,000, and I'm like, all right, so me and Nando were fighting. Nando gets absolutely obliterated at this party. So you're out of the picture for that now. So I start talking to this kid. I'm like, because he's not drinking, right? This is at Leo's birthday when you turn 18,
Because
back in,
they
like,
have to
February.
drive. Me, I plan to crash the night. So I'm like,
they were spending the night at this house
so
in the
if
middle
I'm like
of
spending the night,
nowhere.
just fucking get
So
obliterated.
he's like, hell yeah, dude. So I mean, you were walking around with a bottle of vodka.
Oh, yeah, it was fucking
I mean,
great.
he had the bottle of vodka, like
I was like pouring shots
throwing
like I'm
back, dude.
backish
Yeah,
just
you were
at
pouring
everybody.
shots like you thought you were partying like LA, dude.
Yeah,
You really,
I
like,
was
you
like-
I bet for like a solid hour, like at your the peak of your drunk, you thought you were fucking in LA.
Dude,
I bet you thought you were.
Literally, I wish like your party, the deadliest party, would have gone like a lot smoother and your parents didn't stay.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah, if your
that
parents would've
shit,
dipped, yeah, that would
that shit was fun.
Sauce.
That was like one of the
parties gonna be insane.
dude. That was Leo. That was like.
because my family's going, so I
that-
don't want to get drunk in front of my family.
Oh yeah, that's true. That was number
Why not?
2. That was number 2 party I've had. Like number 1 was Enrique's party where I threw up in the garbage can, like fun wise.
Yeah.
And then number 1 was
Yeah.
No,
Your 18th birthday was pretty. I feel like your parents knew what was going on. Your parents like,
Yeah.
you know what? He's turning 18. I don't really give a. Hopefully they do that for graduation. Hopefully they're like, you know what? He's graduating. He might get drunk. He might not. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. But I'm just gonna dip because I'm pretty sure he did it at his 18. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, you're
We'll
like
see.
Mexican, so like isn't like the rules down there like 18?
Yeah.
I don't even drink, but like let me tell you, bro. Like when there's alcohol at a party, like it's way more fun. It's just, I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah,
I'm
it just
sorry.
gets
Like,
a lot more
I
interesting.
don't even drink.
Dude, one time I was
And-
at a cruise in Mexico and my 15-year-old cousin got shots.
Dude,
Yeah,
they
me-
don't check
me-
it.
me-
They don't
me-
check
give a
15.
fuck,
They
dude.
don't check IDs for
They
nothing.
don't.
She was
They
just
just
a
don't
pretty.
give a
She was
fuck.
just pretty girl.
Yeah, they
so
just like see
shots.
tits
So,
and just
so
whatever.
back to the car situation. So I talked Jamie down, and Jamie's like, "Well, bro, I mean, he's like, well, if you, I was like, I don't know. Someone said 1,500, and I was like, 1,500. I was like, bro, this is in February, so I was like, I could get that shit by March. You know, my birthday's coming up. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I was like, I get you 1,500, like fucking like, and this was like midway through February. I was like, I get that shit in 2 weeks. So it's coming up to my birthday and shit, and I'm like, all right, bro, I'm about to like. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna buy this car, and I text him. I was like, yo, I want a dude to check it out because my girlfriend's cousin owns a dealership, and I was like, yo, I want him to check it out. He's got like the I don't know what it's fucking called, the shit that you plug in the code shits.
Yeah,
the
that's
fucking
Yeah,
O2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he's got like the iPad and shit. I was like, oh shit. So I wanted him to check it out, and then he was like, all right, bro, that's fine. He was like, text me. He was like, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. And I was like, what's the VIN number? And I think he texted me the VIN number, and I can't remember. But fucking Negan's but then I texted him. I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna come get this fucking car on Friday. And he's like, I remember it was like that Friday. I was like, yeah, I'm like, someone's gonna drive me down there, and I'm gonna fucking get it. Like, then the dude's gonna be there and shit. Because I made the decision. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to check it out. I was like, this is a $1,500 car. I don't give a shit, and it's a nice car. I want
It's
it.
a G.
Yeah, it's a G. It looks cool. I was like, I don't know. I fucking.
If worse came to worse, you just.
I will
like,
put a new
save.
engine in it. That's how bad I want
Yeah,
it.
you
I
you
was
you
like-
could have just saved up.
Like,
put a
it
new
sounded
engine in it.
nice. I was like,
Plus,
you
he
know
took
what I
care
mean?
of the car too.
Yeah, and I know. I know. He like their car. You guys are car guys. You guys take care of your cars. And then he texted me. He goes, bro, I sold it. And I'm like, bro, are you fucking?
He sold
I
it
go-
for 2.
when he I thought he was fucking around. I dead. I saw he was fucking with me. I was like, "There's no way." Because he told me he's like, "You're first in line." Because he said my dude doesn't want it. I was like, "All right, bet." Because he had a dude in line that was in front of me, and the dude was like, "I don't."
It was
want
his
it.
cousin.
So, yeah, his cousin. His cousin was gonna
Oh
buy it. His
my
cousin was like, "Fuck it, I don't want it." But what happened was he put a ad up on Facebook Marketplace. And the dude, it said within an hour putting the ad on, the guy drove from Tennessee, drove down there, paid $2,000 cash in 5 minutes. The dude didn't even test drive it.
Wow.
He got out the car, said, "This is literally." He got out the car, went, "I'll take it. Here's 2,000." Got in the car and left.
He probably was
It wa-
like, he was probably like, this shit runs still, and I could probably do so much shit. with
Yeah,
it. That thing is probably drifting the back
backwards.
roads of Tennessee as we speak
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Restored
That
that
guy
shit.
probably. I don't know.
He
must-
probably ripped the motor.
If he
drifted
drew
in it
from
right now.
Tennessee, just for a car
he
like
drove
that.
from Tennessee within an hour. You know how fast you gotta drive from Tennessee to get here in an hour.
I wonder what he
in
was
an
driving
hour.
to get here.
Like, damn, man, that motherfucker was like, that motherfucker was zooming, dude. Like, fucking.
Another thing, dude, that thing was manual, so it was like a really
Ooh.
nice.
Oh, it was a manual?
It was manual.
Yeah.
Damn, so I would have had to learn stick.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd learn stick for that shit. That
Yeah.
shit was
It
nice.
was a nice car.
Oh, that's why I really wanted it. Yeah, because
I
it was
didn't even know it was manual.
it was the only manual G.
No, we have Brian.
We had Brian, but that was the only manual G for sale that I saw.
okay, yeah,
Because
yeah,
like
they're
all the
pretty
other
hard
ones we
to
were
find.
looking at, they were like 3 to 4.
because you only you will not buy an automatic.
I do not want to buy an automatic.
Like,
not until I
you will
have
not
kids.
buy one.
Not until if I have a kid. which I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible.
Dude, literally, I tried. Not gonna happen. Anyway, fucking that was the only manual one I found that wasn't like 8K for a fucking G, and I was like, this one's 1500 and it's stick. That's all I care about. I don't care about anything else besides the fact that it's stick. It's got 2 doors.
It was cheap.
It was cheap.
It looks nice. It sounds really good too. With the fucking
Honestly,
the way he had it set
I'm gonna
up.
be completely honest, that thing was obnoxiously loud.
It was obnoxiously loud.
I did not like it because of the exhaust.
I wanted a car that was obnoxiously
Your
loud,
mom would have hated you.
Yeah, my mom told me. My mom was like, if you buy that, the cats are going right the fuck back on until you move out of here. That's literally what she told me. And I was
Even
like,
then though, like he had like a muffler delete on it,
But,
didn't he? He had
It was just a straight pipe.
straight pipe. Oh,
But
dude,
I was
He
like,
wasn't a new like exhaust tip or anything. It was just like
fucking
it was
straight.
pretty much an exhaust just dangling from under the.
Yeah,
hood.
I remember
Funny.
because it would spew flames whenever it fucking felt like
yeah, that
it.
thing spit fire. Like imagine having a car that spits fire. That thing was literally spitting.
That shit
flames.
was.
When I saw it do that, I was like,
oh yeah, because he did put that on like way like that's when he was about to sell
the first time I ever hung out with y'all at the car meet, he was Jose is the day like the week Jose bought his G, right?
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, the
And everyone was freaking the fuck out, and he was revving it in his back like before, like it didn't sound as nice as it sounds now, but like, and like literally a week after he got it, and then Jamie's like, okay, with this obnoxiously loud G gets in, and this thing is spitting flames, bro. You remember? You were the one who pointed it out.
I was like, yo, yeah, because I was standing behind the car because I was gonna get a recording.
And this thing is spitting fire like out, like at the exhaust, like this, like that's Hot Wheel shit.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
almost
damn.
flame, like I felt the heat come out of the car and the flames. I want to say it almost hit me, but I mean,
It probably did. It probably just looked like it did.
It probably
Yeah.
looked like it did, and it felt like it did.
Yeah.
Because the amount of heat came out of that car was
Fuck
just
yeah, dude.
I'm so scared for the future because I know
I mean,
like
the amount
cars
of
in the
heat to
future
create a
not gonna be
fucking
as
flame
fun.
out of the exhaust. You know what I mean? Like, dude, yeah. But then I saw that shit and I was like, damn. And then like a couple was like 2 or 3 months later, he's like, yeah, I'm selling it. I'm like, I want it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I should have bought it. And
Yeah.
then I would have learned stick.
You should have bought it just blatantly,
Huh?
like
What
off
did
the.
you do with your money?
Here's
Saving up
this is where you fucked up.
I think it was like I don't even fucking know.
So this is where you fucked up.
Spent it.
You got your girlfriend involved in it, and then she just like dragged her fucking feet with that thing. She was like,
no, she didn't drag it. She wanted me to get it. She was just it was not her fault. Like it was not her fault. The reason I did it was fucking it wasn't anyone's fault.
I know,
it
but
was
like
my fault. I should have just said fuck it.
you
and
should have
I bought
just
it.
bought it. Like you were like dragging your feet.
It
You
was
were like,
my
I want to
fault.
get
not
it
her
fucking
fault.
checked out. I want to get the VIN number, dude. If a guy's offering me a fucking G that stick for
I
$1,500,
didn't know shit about cars. I was like, yeah, this is my first car. My parents are all up my ass. Everyone was up my ass. Not her fault at all. It was fucking my parents are down my throat and shit. You know what I mean? My
I would have
parents are
just
down
said
my
fuck
throat.
it, bought the
Her
thing, be like
parents are
fuck
down
you,
my
I
throat.
bought
Like
it.
fucking anyone who's adult's gonna be down a fucking kid's ass who's never bought a car
Yeah.
before.
I
Everyone's
mean,
gonna
if
be
you
on your
think
ass.
about
that's
it,
true,
For my
bro.
car, I was looking for a GTI. I have a 2013, and I found the perfect one I wanted. It was just it had an exhaust, and like the guy that had it, he had a brand new exhaust system. He had a cold air intake. He had a piggyback tune. He was selling it for at least 10K. Because of the modifications,
It was
Car guy, yeah, yeah.
Souped.
It gets depreciated.
That's one thing that sucks.
Yeah.
If
And then
you
it was a
build car, it's gone.
2015, so it would have been a Mark 7 instead of a Mark 6. And I hesitated to buy it, and I said I was gonna buy it. Pretty much having like
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing
I
as you.
hesitated like very little.
The same day that guy put it on an ad and sold.
Hell yeah, but that's
I
what
pulled up to
happens.
the dealership, and he said, "Oh, we just sold it like 2 hours ago," and I was just like, "Wow."
Yeah, that's what Leo was telling me. Leo was like, yeah, the shit that happened to your G, like that's what's for like my situation. He was like, that's what's gonna happen like when you start looking for cars, like
Yeah.
because like
You find it,
like you find you're like
the
oh
love
this
of your life,
you're like
and it
this
gets
thi-
stripped
y-
away.
yeah
from
you're like this is the one that I want. It's the car that I want, and then you're like yo hold on let me check something, and it's like you turn your back and the motherfucker's gone by the time when you turn
Dude,
back
you
around.
gotta
It's
buy
like
that
Batman.
Mustang.
He's like Batman. You know how
That-
Batman
well,
just dips.
well,
And how he like
which
he
Mustang?
fucking
$200 gone. The used one.
He's like you
Huh?
turn around, you
The
turn his
$200 one at Guitar Center. The Mustang.
Oh, the fucking guitar. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Well, that's only if I move into here. That's the only way that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know, but like
That's
gonna
the
go
only
quick.
way that's
your
gonna
dream
happen.
guitar.
Oh yeah. By the way, I might be moving into Santi's place.
in here.
Yeah, because his
This
mom,
fucking room.
his mom offered me basically like I help out with groceries and that's it. And like thinking about it, like living at the twins' house when they're not there would not be the move.
Well, I mean they don't have like a living area in their room either.
Yeah, this is the thing. This would be a better like it would be a lot less space, but it would be a lot more livable space.
Less space. What do you mean less space?
This is more space.
This is way
No,
more
no,
space.
but like
bigger than your room.
hallways and shit. You know, like open space. You know what I mean? Because I can go in like the twins' room. I can go to like Jose's room. I can go to my room and just you know.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have much
Yeah.
roaming.
But
Yeah,
this
there's no
right
room.
here, like I would be like sleeping there, and then fucking Santi would be over there, and the studio would be in there, and this would just be a living area for everyone.
Y'all could, but you and Santi are together more than you and the twins.
Yeah, at this point, because like, well, that's just because of the band shit. Like literally, if we told you the
And it's
adventures
like,
we've
I
been
do
on,
feel like if you moved out, we wouldn't see you a lot because you're always off on your own shit, and the only way that we actually end up hanging out like with you is if you're at the house. I'm like, yo, we're going out. You want like it because it's really easy to just peek in because your phone's always dead, right?
I mean, not anymore. Actually, not as of late. Not as of late.
No, your phone's always.
Your phone was dead yesterday.
Yeah, okay, that's because we got home.
Bro, yesterday was crazy.
Yesterday was fucking crazy. Yesterday we got to work. We closed at 10. Right? We closed at fucking 10.
Oh shit.
I left work. I went to go fix his car, right? Like I can't.
That was 2 days ago.
That was 2 days ago. What would you yesterday? What
That
time?
was the yesterday.
No,
was
yesterday we closed late. Yesterday we
That was
closed.
like
You guys
the
didn't work
hectic-
yesterday.
Huh?
You guys didn't work yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we saw you in drive-thru. Remember?
They went to work yesterday. Yeah.
We worked until midnight yesterday. I remember.
Yeah, then you came.
Yesterday we worked
drive-thru.
until midnight. Yesterday was like a
Did you
normal
drive-thru?
day, right?
Yeah,
So
but
we
you-
worked. We got off. We went to go gas with like a whole bunch of friends, and then we came back to the house and we were just done. We were done.
Yeah.
But like literally,
that
we
was
we don't have time because like the music stuff like takes up like so much of our
Dude,
time
that's
at
the
this
thing
point.
about music that's tough. It's like you can spend so much time into music and like not much will get done.
Well, here's the thing, because I ride the same boat that y'all do with my animation shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good you are at it.
it
You
just
have
takes a long.
you have to have an idea.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
don't, it like I understand because what do you call it? Someone was given. I think it was Carlos and Jose. They were making funny because they were like, "Oh, Fernando has like a creative spiker." I was like, "You don't understand what that's like. When you fucking think of an idea, you got it like you. I bet you y'all's notes are like fucking just filled of
Yeah,
ideas.
his notes are.
Yeah.
He takes
know
on
what
the
I mean?
notes because
my
I'm just.
notes and voicemails I have like over 100.
I'll literally yell at this kid,
Yeah.
be like, "Pull out your fucking phone," because his phone is probably more safe than my phone.
Because
to put it
people,
on.
yeah, because like okay, so people don't
because-
know they make music and I'm like an animator, so like I'd like to make like I don't want to call them.
You know,
films,
like
just,
all
just
artists
shits.
have the
Yeah.
same
It's
creative
it's an
process.
art. They're
It's
both
just
art.
different.
And
You
here's the
know,
thing though
That's
about
why I
like.
give you guys
Stan.
respect because I see the final product and I'm just like, wow, I can see how much time you guys put into it and it sounds like this. Like for me, it's super easy because I mean, I don't want to count myself as a photographer, but I mean, I take a lot of
Dude,
pictures.
you're a photographer. Like literally, you
It's
got
the
to
same
pose.
thing with photography
Well, not
though.
really
You can
because you have something to work with. You pretty much
Yeah.
get a job and you can work with it.
But
you
it's
guys,
like-
you have to think of a job.
But it's still, okay, that is different. But for you, it's kind of the same because you might take 1,000 pictures and there might only be one even close to good one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I honestly,
Like, oh,
my
shit.
camera is full.
Yours is a lot of like trial and error. Yours is a lot of
Yeah.
you throw a lot at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, so I feel
Pretty
like
much,
I
yeah.
feel like if you take 10,000 pictures, at least you're gonna like there's no way that's like
There's no
you're,
way
you're
out
gonna
of
find a
1,000
good one.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like for us, we could put 1,000 hours into it, but if no one like and
no
it,
one has the idea, nothing will happen.
the fucking shit that sucks about it is it depends on if other people like it. You can love it. You might do this is a fucking hit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and it's like same thing with photography. That's almost how any type of entertainment is.
And
is
I think
is the people that you're putting it out to have to like it. Same thing with the podcast. We could film the most fire podcast, but if people don't like it, then people aren't gonna fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not gonna go viral. Like we could put 1,000 hours into this shit, but
If it's not good, it's not
If
good.
it's-
That's
if
the
people
end of the
don't-
day. Like right
Yeah.
now with me and Santi, like the thing about the music is, me and him actually have like some really good ideas. Like me and him together, if we were
Yeah,
like
that's good.
if we were on our own, I
it
don't
hits
think
in, dude. It hits. It's a seasonal. I
like
swear
if you
to
took
God.
our ideas
Is it not
and then
seasonal?
gave us like
for me, yeah, because I hate the
It's
winter. I hate
seasonal.
the fucking
Really?
winter.
It's
I
like-
despise.
I,
winter.
I don't even know what season it is for me, but there's like they come so I get like 2 months of like this fucking like inspiration spark and but people who don't do any type of art are like shut the fuck up, you're full of shit. Like no, you don't understand.
No,
like,
dude,
yeah.
like the
you're just like
winter.
it's like every day you're waking up, you're like, oh my god, like you're watching TV, bro. TV shows are the best way to get inspired, bro. Like you're watching TV and you're like, oh my god, yo, fuck, you turn it off and you run in your room like fucking you
Yeah.
start playing and you're like, oh my god, you start writing
that's
shit
what
down.
I've been
You're
doing.
like,
I've been
dude,
watching
that's
like
dead ass
I've
how
been
it
watching
is.
Californication, which is a show about like a writer who lives in Los Angeles, who drives
Mhm.
a Porsche, who works with rock stars and shit, and works on movie stars and shit.
Yeah.
And literally, I'll be watching that, and Santi comes in and I'll be like, okay, it's time to write, and I'll write like literally like some like chord
Yeah,
progressions that are crazy.
yeah.
Like literally, one time he had this riff, and it was like it's like a crazy afro riff.
Yeah.
Like he came up with, it, I'm like, this shit sounds crazy. It sounds crazy good, but we're like, we don't have chords for it. And I literally took like 2 minutes, and I had the chords for it already.
and it was perfect.
Because you were so inspired.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
literally,
Like,
it's
have you ever heard
crazy.
like an artist like when they go on like when they like that one hit song that every artist has and they go on like Ellen or some talk show and they're like, yeah, how long did it take you to write? They're like, dude, it took me like 10 minutes.
yeah, literally,
Like they
literally,
all say
it
that.
makes
They all
sense.
say
like
that.
Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. Like
Yeah,
like
it was a warm up
just-
song. Oh no, wasn't that
basically
was that the
basically
song?
Slash was you did that as an exercise because like it requires like you to string skip and stuff, so it's a good exercise. And then I forgot if it was the rhythm guitars. He heard it and then he just started playing
I
chords.
thought it was
to
the
it,
lead
and
singer.
It was all right, almost. And then
No, that was for
that was for the
Paradise City.
Oh yeah,
But-
yeah.
Because they were in the van and they were like,
and then the rhythm guitar started playing, and then Axl Rose was like because I think they were living in a house, and Axl Rose was like on the top floor, and he heard it, and he was just like writing lyrics for it in the moment, right? And then a couple days later, he went up to the guitarist and he was like, "Hey guys, play that one idea song." And then Slash and them, they were like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "The doo 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 doo," and he's like, "Bro, that's my exercise." He's like, "Just play it." Then they started playing it together, and Axl Rose got the mic and started singing "Sweet Child of Mine."
Dude, if you don't
and
know,
all of a sudden they're like, "That's a song."
Have you done that song? That's actually fucking like.
if me and Santi live together, like if this ends up happening and I like move in here, like I think we might take like a whole week and just work because I won't have to work. I won't have to work as hard.
Dude,
as
we
I
were
do
thinking
now.
about that shed idea, having a shed.
Like we
in
literally
the
thought
backyard,
like
the
the shed I talked to you about.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, you told me.
I told you about that shed. We want to build a shed in the backyard here because his mom was all for it too. His mom was like, "Yeah, you guys could get like a shed back there."
Yeah.
And I would just like I wouldn't even like sleep in the bed. I would just crash.
Yeah, we just live in there
and
and then
wake
have
up and
AC, a
do
window, and like we
everything.
just wake up and our studio's right there.
Well, what about when you guys go downtown?
go downtown. Here's the thing though about downtown. If the music thing works out and we're like, or even this animation or Nickelodeon thing works out,
Y'all got to put me on that shit first of all. Like,
Oh, I told the guy.
Yeah,
I
we told the guy.
What software do you use?
he used Maya. He's
Maya.
He's looking
That's
for
what they
people that
all
use
That's
Maya.
what they all
He's looking
fucking.
for people to use Maya.
I mean, some people use Flash.
Give me this guy's fucking number. After this, I don't give a fuck. Give me
Dude.
this guy's fucking number, dead
Dude,
ass.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
So like fucking, if the whole music thing works out, which is like it's looking pretty good, because like it the hardest part is getting the people together.
yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now we have a good bassist. Like he's a pretty solid bassist.
Yeah, he has.
Our drummer
voice
is like
actors.
insane. I don't know
Our
how the
drummer's
fuck he
really
does it.
good.
Like he will play a chord and he'll be like on beat 100% of the time. Like,
and he like knows how to.
and if
put
we
it in
fuck up, it's
song.
the only time he fucks up. That's the only time, because he's like, "What you guys do?" You know, he looks at us like, "You're
Mhm.
fucking up."
Yeah.
So he's good. Santi's good, and I'm literally the weakest link. But I write most like
Yeah, Nando's the writer.
I
Nando
write.
writes.
I just sit down. Like he'll
It's
be like,
dope.
figure this out, and he'll be like, give me a chorus, give
yeah,
me this.
that's really what you need. You need like a team that like where it's like I don't know how to explain. Where just like every aspect hits. It's like he's
Yeah.
got that, I got this, he's got that, and we all got the perfect image.
and
together.
the
Perfect
whole
product.
downtown thing. So like my plan, well, I told Santi like the whole Europe thing. Like I want to go to England for a year, take a year off, go to England, explore.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think that's funny, but bro, if you want to do it, fucking do it.
Dude,
And
like
yeah,
it's
if you're gonna do it now, right now in your life is gonna be the time.
Like we're
it's gonna do it.
19.
Like yeah,
Like,
you
if
can't
we
be doing
go-
that shit when you're like 30 with kids. Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to go to
exactly.
fucking England. You
like
know?
by the time
Yeah.
I'm
That's
20,
kinda weird.
like
honey, you go to England, I'm taking the fucking
I
kids.
hear
You know, like
when you first told me about it, I thought you were insane. But then I'm like, you know what? He
It's like
wants
if
to
you
do
really
like
think
let him
about
do
it.
like live your life, dude. Like I mean,
Yeah, and it's
That's
like
all
all right,
you
like
need.
after this summer,
yeah.
it would be crazy.
Yeah,
that
I-
would be like if we did it, that'd be insane, right? But it'd be like fuck it. But
and it would
but
be like
next
it would
year,
be counterproductive too, because
it
like we
would
have the
be.
whole band here too.
It
so
would
like,
be. But if we wait a whole year and get through school, and we have over a year and a half of like getting our shit together, I feel like going to England for 1 year.
Like we
That'd
need to
be
get our
great.
associates. Each of us needs to get our
Yeah,
associates, and then after that, I'll feel like I'll be satisfied enough for school where I can be like I can like
Just
put it on pause for a sec. Because at this point, I really don't even know if I want to do school anymore. Because I just see like the amount of opportunities the music stuff brings you, and just like being like a
Literally,
creative person.
like we're
is
2
insane.
you
weeks
don't-
in and
okay,
we have
look.
these opportunities, and like we don't even haven't even done school.
actually, I want to get into this like this discussion on if you need a degree or not. First of all, it depends. Okay,
It's
The-
tough,
I
bro.
hate-
I think it's good. I think it's good for something to lean on.
it depends on your
You know?
fucking. Okay,
It
if you
all
have a
depends on your
degree, if you have a
profession.
degree, let me tell you, like I see a lot of like shit on Twitter where it's like, oh, you don't need a degree in life. You don't need a degree in life. Let me tell you, bro. If you have a degree, you get paid more at McDonald's. Like
Mhm.
I mean, basic shit. You get paid more just because you have a sheet of fucking paper. Like it's probably not much, but you will make more money
Yeah.
with a degree, whether if you don't have a degree. Is it worth it? It depends. Like if you're gonna
It
work at
depends on what you're
McDonald's the
into.
rest of your life, no, don't go to college. You
Yeah.
know, but
If you think about it, in construction,
Mhm.
there's architects.
Yeah.
They just go to college to just sit. They pretty much just sit on their ass
and draw
Yeah,
and draw a
draw.
house.
and draw
Yeah.
a house.
Because
Yeah.
they know
Houses-
what they're
houses-
doing. If you're an architect, you don't need college to know what you're doing.
The
I feel like-
system hasn't changed in like the past 20 years. The houses are built the same. The houses are made the same. Just you change a window from that place to that. To that
okay, yeah,
wall.
but
Yeah.
here,
you know, it's
here we're
the
like,
same thing.
but let me tell you. So so we got this guy. So it's like you are a dude who makes $2 million a year, right? And you
Mhm.
gotta hire. You're the fucking head of this architecture company. You gotta hire you got to hire the dude who's like, I've been working with my dad my whole life. Like, I know how houses work.
Yeah.
Or you're working with the dude who's got the fucking architecture degree, like from the school of the fucking year.
Yeah.
He paid the whole fucking thing. He like went full ride, 4.0.
Okay, but here's the thing.
You're gonna hire the dude who's certified to do it.
Here's the thing.
You know what I'm
Here's the
saying?
thing.
Like,
show me some of your work, though.
That's how it is.
Here's the thing. Show me some of your work, though, because if I were to hire a guy, right? If I'm like, say I open a studio one day, because that would be the goal. One day, once I'm done with like the whole music thing, whatever, I open a studio and I run that for the rest of my life and I live off that. That'd be it.
Okay, so it's like, yeah, show me work. Let's say this guy has good. Let's say they're equally good work, right? But we have a certified like his teacher, right? Is like the certified guy has teachers, has like his networking. He's been talking to motherfuckers. He like you've been hearing his name a lot. You're like, oh shit, like a lot of guys have been talking about him. Plus, I know a guy who's a teacher at that school. His professor is telling me to do it. And I haven't heard shit about this guy, but they're equally as good. You're taking this guy 99.9% of the time, unless you're smoking crack. Like, I'm sorry, that's just the way it is.
And
that's why I'm going to fucking school.
That's why I'm going to
swear
school
to God
for engineering, because I want to do something. You know, I want to get paid, but I want to do something with my hands. You know, I'm not that type of guy that wants an office job and just sits down. I need to either be a mechanic. I want to be I want to be a mechanical or technical engineer. Yeah, that's just how I am. And
I see the appeal in that. Like for me, it's not for me, but I could see it so well. Like
see when I'm like I was like you, I'm like I got to do something with my hands, and like the computer is kind of shit with your hands, but it's like for me, the difference between sending emails and like animating, bro, I forget I'm like actually on the computer when I'm doing it, like, cause you're like dragging parts around and shit like that. Like it's more, I don't know how to explain. It's like I'm playing a video game. It's like I'm painting. I don't know how to explain it, bro. It's like
you're just making shit.
I can pull some shit up for you, and you get lost in it, bro. Like even if you don't give a fuck about it, you're like, oh, this is
also
cool.
The other thing that terrifies me about college is the debt. The debt.
That's the one thing. Yeah, it's
I saw. You know, like the whole story.
What doesn't terrify me?
What?
Debt, because GI Bill,
the GI Bill. I mean, look, Leo. I even have scholarships though. I even have scholarships though. Like my first 2 years are paid in full.
Too, yeah.
First 2 years paid in full. Second, the third and fourth year, not so much. It's probably gonna be half paid. But here's the thing, though. I saw this story about this kid that graduated from Morehouse College, right? You know how they got their college paid in full by their speaker, their guest speaker paid their college in full. Yeah, it was like it's like a traditional black college and like this black.
I think I had a teacher that graduated there.
Yeah, Morehouse. So it's like this thing. He went up to he was like everyone's like cheering him on. He's like, you know what we're gonna do for you guys? We're gonna pay your fucking tuition. Every single one of you, class of 2018, paying your tuition. And the students,
2019?
Yeah, the 2019 like class of Morehouse College.
Oh, college. I was like, yo, that's us.
Yeah,
2019 is us talking. Like, let's go to that fucking college.
No, the class of 2019, the Morehouse College got their tuition paid for.
You don't give a fuck. You got your shit whole paid for. Lucky motherfucker.
And the story that hit me the most was this kid. He said he did a spreadsheet, right, to see how much it would, like, he has $200,000 worth of debt going for him, right? And he made a spreadsheet right before he graduated to see how long it would take him to pay off his college tuition with the salary that he wanted at the job he wanted, paying half of his salary a month. He said it would take him 25 years to pay that off.
Dude, that's
fucking. How much is the salary?
Probably pretty good. It's Morehouse College, so
yeah, like that's a good.
So that's him living with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Half of his salary already gone.
Okay, but like
for 25 years.
I wish I knew the number of the salary, because it's like I did math like in one of my classes. I did my one of my classes. We got like $70K to live in Los Angeles, which is expensive as shit. No, it's $60K to live in Los Angeles, which is expensive as shit. And I think we overpriced everything. And this is I don't know. I swear we were missing something. Like we were missing I think we were missing insurance on the car or some stupid shit like that.
Get you.
But it was still like we got $17,000 is like what you paid like yearly. Like for everything, and I swear we did the math wrong. I was like, "Yo, what?" Like,
yeah.
I was like, "There's no way. There's no way."
Because 17, if you think if I do yearly, the math correctly,
yeah, it was weird.
17,000 just living here in Johns Creek. My parents probably pay like for like bills, cars, house, mortgage, all that.
It's a lot of money that adds up.
They 17,000 is probably gonna last them maybe 3-4 months.
Yeah, dude. I was like, brother, that's so weird. But like, I don't know. Like that's a. Like I don't know, it's expensive to live in Johns Creek too.
Oh yeah, it's crazy insane. They're taxing everything.
That's why when Seabass moved back, he was like, yeah, I wanted my parents to get a house in Johns Creek, but he's like, we just got a house in Buford because, bro, fuck living there. Like, He goes, fuck
Yeah,
that shit.
Like when I leave Johns Creek, I would never considering coming back to like move here to live here.
To
I would
live
never.
here?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no.
It's a nice area.
It's
though.
a
It's a
very,
really nice
very,
area.
very nice area.
I just really.
This is like the
living?
businessman, businesswoman. Like you got like the nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Office
dude,
job.
Avalon, bro. Like go find an Avalon
It's
somewhere
really
else.
for
Fucking
people like your
crazy, bro.
dad. Like it's really like people like your
That's
dad. Like
why
the
he came here,
like
bro.
the businessman. Like I have the 2 house, the perfect kids. You
Yeah.
know the whole thing, the whole shebang. I'm gonna live here my whole life. I'll probably die here.
Bro,
Like,
do you
that's
know,
how my
do
dad
you know what we
was,
did
and
yesterday?
then he realized we
Go ahead.
bought. Okay, so our house when we bought, my dad bought the house.
Mhm.
He bought it for 100, I think 150,000.
That's
Now
not bad.
that's
great.
not
That's-
bad.
that
That
is
was
very
because
good.
that was because that back
Shit.
then that's when Johns Creek probably neighborhoods weren't even around. It was a bunch of trees.
Yeah, it was Alpharetta back then.
He got like
he got
lucky.
lucked out.
He like invested
So now
in Apple before Apple
he's
became
looking,
Apple.
He's looking to sell the house, and we got an estimate from a realtor
Oh, yeah.
or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
It was like 305, like 350.
It's
like
very
100.
rare you make a profit on your fucking house.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
Like,
rare.
that's
you make
fucking
profit.
like
crazy.
more than double.
And it's because if you look at my neighborhood, my house is the only house that's renovated because of my dad. Like he's in
Your dad
construction.
knows
Yeah.
what the fuck he's doing, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean,
And your
it's a
house
champ.
on the inside is the nicest
Dude,
house.
your house on the inside is dope.
bro, it's so
It's
so spacious.
nice.
Yeah.
It
It's so much
feels like
space.
it feels like a fucking like I can't believe
Like
you
a
live here
resort
type
home.
shit. Yeah, it feels like a resort home.
Yeah,
It
like-
doesn't feel like something I would like you could be capable of living in because it's so nice.
Are you used to it, or do you know do you know how nice your home is on the inside or no?
Yeah, I know.
'Cause,
Because
like,
like,
I'll come back to-
other houses to like compared to our house, like the same base model of the house.
Bro, you know what's fucking crazy is
It's
like
so
this, like the fucking psychological shit, like where it's like you just get used to having super nice shit. Like imagine celebrities. You think they're used to like
Living in a $5
fucking,
million
like-
house.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you could get used to that. I could see like maybe like you get used to like having nice things. But like, I mean, nice, like fucking like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't wear anything that's like above like
Under-
$400. I have like my socks are like
I
$600.
Like look at
what
look
the
at
fuck?
Think
I'm
about
not
your
like that.
computers. Think about your computers. Like this thing right here.
Yeah, not you. I'm saying like celebrities.
This
Like,
thing
do
right
they
here-
Get used to that?
I guess so.
This thing right here was $1,000, right? This thing, well,
Are you used to it?
yeah. At this point,
Yeah.
I covered it in stickers and I treat it like a fucking child. Like I'll toss it around, I throw it in my backpack, I'll take it
Yeah.
everywhere.
But I feel like, dude, we forget how much. Like,
Yeah, we
dude,
forget. That's the
My
thing.
phone is $1,000, bro.
Yeah, and we
Fuck.
just
Yeah.
forget. Like it's
My
it's just
pocket.
the thing.
Oh shit! I just realized. Yeah, my
You know what
car
I'm
is
saying?
like 12K.
Yeah,
I just
dude,
drive
you're
it
just
on the daily.
Yeah.
And you
You're
beat the
whipping
shit
the
out
shit,
of
like-
it. Remember we were driving the fucking that night,
Which night?
the night we came back from Deli's party.
Yeah, I heard
Oh.
y'all were whipping it on.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
you got that was the fastest
I
I've
heard
ever
y'all
seen.
going
Is that
fast.
self-incrimination? If we were like we were taking like 90 mile per hour turns, like
Like they were
Jesus.
whipping
It's kinda
hard.
fucked.
Yeah.
They were racing, but they were like racing like Leo was leading and then like everyone
That's
else was
4 in the
trying to
morning.
keep up.
After like 12, the laws don't matter.
Honestly, that's the devil's hours at that point. But fucking
They have a switch. They just flip them on. All the cops like, fuck it. It's
purge.
Here-
Just
Yeah,
purge.
it's like a purge. Like,
Let's
from,
talk
like,
about-
12 to 5 a.m.
let's
Fuck
talk
that
about
shit.
what me and Santi been up to, like with the whole like how you guys don't see us. So me and Santi,
Oh, yeah.
we do the rock band thing. That's like a whole thing.
Mhm.
And then we also have this other gig on the side, which is like the voice acting soundtrack
yeah,
gig.
that
So
came up.
we met this guy at McDonald's named Ray, and Ray came through and he was like,
Ray
we-
Kroc.
I have no idea what the fuck. He's like
Ray
black.
Kroc.
He's the guy who started McDonald's.
Yeah,
So-
well, he's like the start of the branch. I
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
a whole movie on it. So fucking interesting,
heard
bro.
about
I forget what it's called, but it's so dope.
But yeah, but anyway, he pulls through, and we have to turn him away
Yes.
because we have to turn him away because everyone leaves right when he pulls up. Like
What do you mean?
everyone, was that your first day back?
That was, oh my God, that day. I had showed up, Nando had work, I didn't have work. I show up, I'm like, hey man, do you know if I can maybe start working here? And he's like, you want to work now?
And yeah, and
I,
then
was
he's
like, I still got my uniform.
and then Santi has been working without any like biometrics on him and shit or anything. Like he's just been like,
I'm not
fucking-
in the system.
he's
Damn,
not-
so it's gonna. Do you think they're gonna tax you? Hopefully not.
probably
They
not.
probably
I don't think
won't.
so.
They probably won't tax you.
I'm-
They probably
I-
just give you your hours straight just because if
I've
they
been
tax
texting
you.
Jamal every night at work. I'm like, I work 6 to
Yo,
blah, blah,
wait,
blah.
hold on. What if they're money laundering with you, so they don't get taxed from it?
Honestly, knowing
Fuck.
Mr. Steve.
Fuck.
Honestly, knowing Mr.
Yeah,
Steve.
Mr. Steve, you better get your shit together. No, I'm fucking joking. I'm
No,
fucking joking.
whatchamacallit, the fucking
Probably.
so
Probably,
Ray
yeah.
pulls up, right? Ray pulls up, and then we start
Italian
talking to
mob owns
Ray.
McDonald's.
The mafia.
The fucking bro. We got the fucking cartel
Jesus
running
Christ.
fucking through. It's like it's like our managers that don't speak English. Yeah, no, they're not. They don't really know how to make burgers.
That's El Chapo's brother.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Bro,
yeah,
I wouldn't be
dude.
surprised
Oh
if
my
Paco was
God,
El Chapo's
imagine.
brother, bro.
Paco's
Remember
fucking Paco's on some shit.
Paco's on
Bro,
some
if Paco
shit.
sees this shit, imagine like next thing you know, all of our heads are decapitated, get sent to our families. It's like because we're making fun of the cartel owning McDonald's.
okay, but
turns out they do.
Anyway, Ray was cool. Ray was like, what the fuck? So Andre, the cook, he leaves 10 minutes early. Lorena's like, fuck this. She's like, I'm not cooking anymore. Y'all can go fuck yourselves. And she goes home too. And Abraham is like same thing. He's like, I'm out.
Left.
Abraham was washing dishes in the back. He's like, where the fuck is everyone? Okay, I'm out. Grabs his macchiato, dips, right?
Everyone's gotta have his macchiato.
Always gets the macchiato.
Okay. There's this Hispanic old guy who works at McDonald's.
He's 77.
He's fucking chill as fuck, dude. He's chill as fuck. He's 77, and dude, I don't know how he's worked there so long, but he doesn't know how to make macchiatos. So he grabs like the macchiato cup and he just turns it. He turns to one of us. He goes, "Got a man macchiato," and you just kind of like. All right, dude. Like,
think of like a Hispanic like Mr. Miyagi. He's like,
bro, he is a Hispanic Mr.
And if
Miyagi.
and if you ever worked at McDonald's, or if you ever worked in fast food, you know how easy it is to make drinks. It's like the first time you do it, you're like, oh shit, that's kind of hard, but it's a pump and a button. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you pump the fucking flavoring in, and you press macchiato caramel hot. That's it.
That's
literally it. And
Yeah,
I fucking love it, bro. He still doesn't know. How to do it, bro.
He barely knows how to
awesome.
work his iPhone. He's been
So
telling
long.
like I'll coach.
It's because old people don't know how to
Yeah,
work
I
technology.
coach
I'm not trying to throw
Abraham.
shots,
I'll
but, like,
coach Abraham through like some shit. He's cool. Abraham's dope. But Abraham dips out, and then I'm like, then Ray pulls up to the window. I'm like, I'm sorry, but like our cooks just left,
We don't
and
got
it's just
food,
me
bro.
and this kid,
And we're packed too.
and we're like packed, and we're turning kids away. So we're like, bro, we're so sorry, but like we have no food. Like we threw all that shit out, and we're like, are you guys serious? We're like dead ass. So like, you see that guy over there walking to his car? That guy over there, that asshole, that's your cook over there. And he left 10 minutes early, and he does not give a fuck. So Ray leaves. We're cleaning, right?
And
Ray
to
pulls.
be fair, we were being so cool with
We
the
were
guy.
we were real chill with him. We were like,
you know,
bro,
just
I'm
being so
sorry. We were
cool,
like so sorry. And like we just started joking around with him. We talked for like a solid like 5-10 minutes.
dude, we talked for a bit.
but there's still cars behind us. So
yeah,
like,
we didn't give a fuck.
we didn't give a fuck
Point,
at that
we were
point.
done.
We didn't give a fuck. We were talking to Ray. So I'm like literally signaling to the cars behind, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, go home. Like, I'm not serving you. Get the fuck out of here. Like, after him, there was like a Jeep full of John Street kids.
Yeah,
Dude,
fuck that.
oh my God. There's nothing.
Let me tell you, bro. I don't mind kids our age, but like when like especially white boys when they pull up, bro, and then like they got like 8 kids in there,
And then they want like
and
3 separate orders.
they're blasting trap music and like they're
And
all
then,
stingy
like,
as fuck with their money. Like, yeah, I'm not paying for your $2 ice cream. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, and
Like
then
literally, your dad just bought you a $40,000 Jeep.
Yeah,
like
dude.
this kid was
Like,
such a
someone's
prick.
whipping their dad's Jeep and you can't fucking.
It was
pay for your boy's ice cream.
and if you fucking see
weird.
this, I don't like you just
Motherfuckers.
because like the way you present yourself is fucking terrible, bro. Like the
Okay,
way
and it's not just because they're like
rich. It's because like
It's
I
'cause-
can deal with Carlos and Jose and they're rich. I can deal with Leo and Leo's well off too. I can deal with Santi and he's great.
yeah.
The thing is, the white boys or like the Asian kids, they present themselves in a way.
No.
where-
Asian kids are chill.
No, but this Asian kid was a dickhead
Oh,
too. This
well,
Asian kid was a
he hanging
dickhead.
out with white
He was
boys?
hanging out with the
That's
white
why.
boys.
Maybe
He
it's
was
because no morals are shown.
no morals
Yeah.
or show, no
Yeah,
self,
it
no
is, bro.
respect.
It's
He
not
was like,
even-
"Hey yo," he was like,
Yeah.
he pulls up, he's like, "Hey yo," like no one took my order. I'm like, first of all, you're not like from the fucking, you're not from Zone 6. You shouldn't be talking like that. You're from fucking Johns Creek. Your name,
yeah, dude.
Your
No one
name's
took my order,
Brad.
bro.
Your name's fucking Brad, and you pulled up with a Jeep with no doors on it. And this shit was like, like Leo, this shit brand new, like 2019
Rubicon,
Jeep,
like
Rubicon. We like the fucking every option on it, lift kit,
lift.
fat tires. The doors was off to just.
Was it
make
red?
Hmm?
Was it red?
It was white.
Dude, if it was red, that'd make it so much better.
I was gonna say nah. Gray
It was
gray ones are
like
expensive.
it was like polar white though. It was like a good one.
No. I'm saying like just the color red. Like I
Oh,
always
yeah.
think of like a red Jeep and there's like assholes in a red
No,
Jeep.
but
Like
so
That's
this,
true.
That's what
so
I'm
this
saying,
kid,
like,
this
it's
kid,
always
this,
red.
this kid starts giving me mouth. He's like, bro, what the fuck? Like do your job. I'm like, so I'm like, because
Did
I'm
he
like,
really say something like that?
Yeah,
I
he
would
would-
have shut the window. I just
no.
would've been like,
No. First of all, I'm like, bro, like literally, I'm closed. Like I have no food. Like I can't give you food. Like y'all have to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And they're like, bro, what the fuck? Like, can you like just do your job and get me food? And then he was wearing a Stony like hoodie, like a really like nice one. I was like, yo, Stony Baloney, get the fuck out my drive-thru.
Get the fuck out my driveway.
I do not care, bro.
That's awesome,
if you're fucking below the age
Nah.
of 21
Yeah.
and you live with your parents in Johns Creek, you're below my shoe, bro. I do not give a fuck. Like I will show you no respect if you talk to me like that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
dead
tough, yeah.
ass, bro. Even if your mom too. Watch out for your moms, cause I'll go off on your fucking mom too. This fucking Indian lady came in the fucking window.
Nancy's are the worst, bro.
Dude, no. This was a
Some
fucking like
Susans
Indian
and
lady.
Nancys.
This Indian
Yeah,
lady
bro.
called me buddy in the fucking window, right? She was like, buddy, like my fucking quarter pounder. She was like, where's my quarter pounder, buddy? Like you guys are taking forever. But she said it with attitude, not as nice as I just said it. She's like, buddy, like where's my quarter pounder? Like come on,
Oh,
like,
I know what you
hurry
mean.
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
know
I
what
was
you're
like,
talking about,
I
yeah.
was like, we got that shit out quick for you. And I gave her a look like, huh. And then she's like, can I get some ranch and some ketchup with that? And then I just like grab, I stare her in the eyes. I grab as much ketchup as I fucking possibly can, throw it in the bag. I grab all the ranch, throw it in the bag. Have a nice day. Slam that shit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here,
Do
right?
that.
I do not care at that job because that job has the biggest job security I've ever seen in my life. Like we do not give a
That's
fuck.
true.
But anyway, back to Ray.
Our job, okay. Let me just touch on our job real quick. Like, okay, our managers are so fucking like they understand, like so chill. Like, our job is slick kind of ass, slick kind of fun.
Jamal is
like
leaving.
Half and half, really.
Jamal is leaving. Alexa told me yesterday, Jamal is leaving, and he does not want to come back.
That's tough.
He's done. He's
he's
done.
probably pissed. All right, anyway, like, but no, like our managers are chill. So, like, we can like dead ass, like we'll be like not. We can't really cuss at customers. I think we get. I don't know if we get fired for that, but we can like.
No, we don't. Vaughn's cussed at customers before.
If customers are rude to us, and we get smart with them, and they complain, our managers are like, they. I feel like, I don't know if they. I feel like a lot of places do this. They put on the fake. Okay, I'll have a talk with them, and then they come back to like, what happened? And you're just like, he was being a dick, and he was like, all right, whatever.
Because like,
they just don't give
the
a
days
fuck.
of like the customer's always right are gone. Like
it's just honestly, yeah.
Those days are gone.
I think it's gonna be. I think
it's also fast food too.
Like you have to show respect nowadays.
Like the
otherwise,
customers have to trust that they know what they're doing. You know.
Yeah, like you can't come up to my job and be like on some like
I'm
fucking
scared
shit.
to do that for fast food.
You know what?
You can't see.
Yeah, I was about to tell you. Yeah. You want to be a dick. I've never spit in anyone's food, but I love making that joke. It's my favorite joke. We got. Spinning it right there. That fucking those 2 McChickens. Spinning both of them. That motherfucker at the window.
Wait, I ordered
fucking asshole.
Yeah. Not gonna lie. Right before I got fired the first time, like I think like I knew I was gonna get fired.
You spit in someone's
No,
food?
I pissed in someone's sweet tea.
You pissed in someone's
Stop the
sweet
podcast.
tea?
I'm out,
Bro.
Wait, was that sweet tea served or did you throw it away?
I gave it to a motherfucker.
You fucking shithead.
It was
jail.
It was one of those situations where it was like, bro, if I get in trouble for this, fuck you to that white lady. I hope you're watching this. Fuck you.
Mom.
I hope your fucking kids, because no, she was a dickhead. She started screaming at me and shit over the intercom. She's like, do your fucking job. Can't you listen?
Is that arrested?
But she has like,
is that legal to pee in someone's food?
I don't think it's like illegal. You
I
just
feel like that's illegal.
I think you might get arrested for that.
No, you just get a slap. No, you can't get in trouble for that. I looked it up. Trust me. You're
He's like, wait. Imagine him looking at
like I literally
as he's peeing in the cup. He's like, hold on, can I?
No. I looked it up after the fact because I was like. It's a dickhead thing to do, and the cops can talk to you about it. Be like, why would you do that? But it's one of those things. It's like, why the fuck would you do that? Like,
maybe you could probably get a fine for public indecency, but then no one
saw it because this is the thing. I went to the.
How would they prove that it's pee?
Yeah, this is the thing though.
How did you know how piss tastes like?
It was one of those situations where it was fucking perfect.
They could always.
It was packed, right?
Labs.
This was before the cameras were.
That too.
It was packed, and they were like in the situation where they gave me the drinks in the back, and they're like, any solo drinks, just give it to them, right?
Yeah.
So it was like
you whipped it out because that was back when the cameras didn't work.
Yeah. So like the lady was like, the lady yelled at me.
Wow.
Fucking like yelled at me about her fucking kids is like Happy Meals and shit because she was like asking for like shit.
You pissed in a kid's sweet tea?
No, it was a mom's sweet tea.
That's the moms. You made
sure.
sure.
No, she canceled her order for everything. She's like, just give me a large sweet tea and just be done with it. Just be done with it, right?
Ooh, that's.
I'm like, okay. They gave me the sweet tea.
Dude, I can't believe you pissed in someone's sweet tea, Nando.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
That's not cool.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, lady.
That is too far, my friend. That is too far.
I'm a fucking
you could've just
savage.
spit in it.
Nah, I put my dick in it.
Dude. The farthest I would go is like putting like onions in like someone's drink. Like that's it. Like just making it taste like
I put my
ass.
dick,
salt
I put
in
my
some
dick
water.
all the way in
salt
that
and
shit.
water.
No, bro. Like I took the lid off. I fucking went to the break room. I already know I was gonna get fired because I got a complaint earlier from fucking this white lady that like the Krusty Krab lady. It was
she told she's gonna report you.
it was that day. Right?
Well, that was back before that was back when Tim worked there, and Tim would have fired you. Like I expected that.
Oh yeah,
I would have expected that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would
Tim
not piss in someone's sweet tea. Let me just get that
No,
straight.
no,
I
no,
would never piss.
no
in
one-
someone's
no one
fucking-
knows
I wouldn't
me
piss in my own drink.
The
I wouldn't piss in a drink that I'm not.
The managers
drink.
didn't
Like,
know about that
fuck
because
that.
like no one ever found out, right? Because the sweet tea there is so.
You're just telling the fucking
sweet.
world now.
Yeah, I
You're
don't
just
give a
fucking
fuck.
hey, I pissed.
I
in
might
someone's
not even
sweet
be
tea.
at that job for like in the next 2 weeks. We might be fucking somewhere else. Like at
You've
this
been saying
point.
that for 3 months.
Literally, well, yeah, but now the car. Guess what, motherfucker? Now my car runs. There you go. It's kind of hard to get a job anywhere else that you can't walk to.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Taco Bell, fuck that. Kroger is $7.25 an hour.
No, it's $8.50 now.
serious?
It's $8.50 now.
Okay, $8.50 is still less than I get paid at McDonald's. Subway is $7.25 an hour, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Pampas. I went there. We have to fucking. I asked Carly over.
Get paid $7
Asked Carly
an hour.
over.
I mean,
We have
you're
to go,
fucked.
but we have to go
Yeah.
at the perfect timing. Like we have not gone at the.
Okay.
Like, it would have to be a
Yeah, I was
Sunday
about to say,
after brunch.
the job that's
Perfect
the only good
I'm
job
lucky
that's
as
walking
shit.
distance from us is probably Domino's. No, because I was about to say be a delivery driver, but you have to have a fucking car or Pampas. because my mom went to Pampas and she tipped the waiter $100 one time. Like,
Yeah,
Dude, how much does
Pampas is a 5-star restaurant. It's a 5-star restaurant. Like they dress code and everything. Like it's a fucking nice ass
I'd
restaurant.
work there.
Carly Oliver works there, and he lives on his own now.
Yeah, you could. If you're good, if you're like, okay, he's got charisma. That motherfucker. He's a gay Hispanic.
Look,
There's no way
I can
you
turn
can't
on the
like him.
fucking charm when I'm like in a good mood. I can turn on the fucking charm. If I'm getting fucking $100 chips, I'm gonna talk to Brad and Becky all they fucking want, all day.
Oh yeah, I got 3 golden retrievers. You know, I got 3 golden retrievers.
Go fucking head. I will be so nice to you. If I know I'm in a classy joint, I'm act like I'm in a classy joint. If I make McDonald's, I'm act like myself.
You act like more of a shithead than you actually are when you're at that job.
Yeah,
like,
I'm act like you act like more of a shit. Like you hate your life when you're at that job and you act like a dickhead.
I wouldn't say you hate your life. You hate your life when you get shitty customers because then you're really like, bro, why? Like, fuck off.
Bro, like, I have to deal with this.
Yeah, and it's like shit. Like
I'm happy. Like I give you guys like props for working there. But then again, like I'm working in construction.
Yeah, bro, you have it tough, dude.
No, I don't have it tough because I get 25 an hour.
Yeah, you get a good fucking deal.
And then you don't have to deal with human.
But I
beings.
get paid weekly. You guys get paid bi-weekly.
Yeah.
So
I don't really mind the checks. I've gotten used to it. I've gotten paid by
the bi-weekly
I've
thing.
gotten paid
Bi-weekly thing, we
bi-weekly.
have to pay bills is the worst.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
when
I have to pay like
yeah, your
expensive bills.
insurance bill is literally
insurance is out the fucking
all of
roof.
my bills
combined.
almost. Yeah, like
How many it's the same when you get paid if you.
Well, now that I have a credit card,
25 an hour. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how.
I
much
mean,
you're
it's the
making,
same. Like I'm stuck in the same situation as you guys. You guys don't have to pay expensive bills, but I have to pay expensive bills. Like I'm doing like if you think about it, I'm doing like a grown man's job, paying grown man bills. But like, you guys are paying bills too, and it's gonna get expensive for you guys too.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
That's another reason I want to move in with him, because like if I move in with him, like my money would be so high, and like we could do whatever the fuck we ever wanted to. Like if we're like,
and we have a lot of food here.
Yeah,
we
have a lot
of
food.
Once your money starts getting high, then your bills start getting high, your taxes start getting high, because then you're gonna want to start living that high living life.
Nah, you know the thing that sucks? We were doing this thing in econ, and I was like, is it like we were talking about the tax bracket and all that shit, and I was like after $250,000, like I don't know how. Okay, I can explain it for you for 10 minutes, but it's kind of hard unless I draw it out. But it's like you get taxed like your first $10,000 that goes in the tax bracket, you get like 6% or some stupid shit, and then it goes up. But after $250,000, if you're making millions and millions a year, like athletes, you get taxed 37%.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
that's not even that high.
37%.
Let's say
They
you
used
get
to.
a
They used to
Let's say
take.
you have a
You do
million.
understand
They're
they used to
already
take a
copping-
lot more than that, right?
No, but they're taking more now.
They're taking
you know
more.
that, right?
The government needs more fucking money, bro.
Yeah,
no,
we're
but like for the higher echelon, it used to be 50%, like way back in the day.
Google
like
it.
when the fucking like in the 50s, 60s.
No, but they're still taking a lot of money from
37%. That's
30.
too.
Let's say 1 million, just 1 million.
If you're
The-
saying that's
the
not that
government
much,
still
imagine
got
if someone took
300.
37% of what you make every month. That's fucked. That is so fucked.
That's insane.
If you
It
make
doesn't matter how
$1,000
much
a
money you're
paycheck,
making.
you're only taking
If
home.
you're
like
getting paid
$600.
millions,
literally,
it's
if I'm making that much, right? Okay, look, I feel like the people that make nothing should get taxed like nothing. Like if you're working a minimum wage job at McDonald's or anything like that, you shouldn't really be
Well,
taxed.
you don't really get taxed that much anyway.
I get taxed like a motherfucker. I don't know about you, buddy, but I get taxed like a motherfucker.
Like how? How?
Like, dude, literally, like a good 25% of my paycheck is gone instantly.
What?
From taxes.
Like what type of taxes?
The state tax, the fucking federal tax, income tax.
You can exempt from all that.
I can't anymore.
Yeah, you can.
No, because I'm independent now. I'm on my own. I don't have parents. On paper, I don't have parents.
On paper, I don't have parents.
On paper, dude, in real life, I barely have fucking parents, bro. Like literally.
No, but you can.
Your mom
still,
gave you a car.
can
Don't
s-
do
no,
that
you
to
can-
your mom.
You can
Yeah.
still count that because they didn't tax me for that shit.
They didn't tax you?
No, gladly I bought my car.
No.
right
Here-
after
here-
taxes.
Here's the reason
I
can't-
timed that perfectly because
Here's the reason I'm forced to be taxed, because I want residency in the state. I want to be resident of Georgia.
Okay.
Right. So if I wanted to, I could like been like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm a
but-
resident of Virginia, and I'm a dependent on my parents.
Were
Yeah.
you honest about your taxes, dude?
Yeah, I have to be to get the residency.
No. You know, like if you get like an accountant to help you with your taxes and shit, you can say, oh, instead of like making $50, I made $20, and then they're like, they won't tax you that much.
Yeah.
They're not gonna fucking check you. I mean, come on, that's what I did.
The IRS isn't going to show
No,
up
no,
to fucking
this is-
to take some dude
this
making
is just
like
tax-
I mean,
10K
not
a
unless
year.
not unless you're lying.
This
like,
is just taxes straight out of
crazy,
my
but-
paycheck. This is just straight. I have no control of it. Taxes. This isn't like I'm doing my taxes yearly. This is like
I think there's some boxes you could check. I swear to God, that's why you gotta be careful when you're filling out your forms for this shit. Like,
no, I read over that form twice. It was like the only way I could get the fucking like the residency if I did it the way I did, because like I exempted as much as I could, but literally If I didn't, I would have been a dependent in the state of Virginia. And that would have triple fucked
I
me.
exempted from all of my taxes, and thank God there's a tax bracket because it's like, it's after 6,000 or something like that. Like after 6,000, you get taxed 10% of everything you make. So
no,
I made like I guess I made $6,100 last year just working at KFC and Taco Bell and then at McDonald's, right? Like all collectively, I added it up. So after 6,000, I get taxed 10%. So the $100 gets taxed 10%. So I only got to pay $10, and I exempted all my taxes. Damn. Like I paid Medicare and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? But like federal tax didn't pay none of that shit.
Yeah, my sister.
Get fucked.
I don't know what the fuck my sister did, but she didn't have to pay shit for tax, and is she
still dependent on her parents?
No, she's independent. Ever the age of 18, she's been counted as an independent.
I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but fucking.
It's because I think it's confusing. The more you start to learn about taxes, the more loopholes, the more back things.
There's a lot of loopholes.
There's a lot of loopholes. Literally, I just got thrown into the fucking pit, and it's just like go at it. Like,
I'm sitting there doing like 10% of 6,100. I'm like, dude, I gotta pay like $600.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But then my econ teacher was like, "No, that's not the way it works, buddy." And I was like, "Well, fucking explain it." And he's like, and he drew. And then that's when he drew out the fucking tax bracket for me, and I understand how taxes work. And I'm like, oh shit. So if you make like 150,000, you're not getting taxed like whatever the mark of 150,000 is.
Yeah.
It's like up to 75. Then everything after 75 to 100, it's really complicated.
Yeah,
but it's like it's not as much as you think it is. But if you're making millions, there's a good chunk of your shit that's getting taxed 37%, just straight into the fucking government. What are they doing with it? Illuminati. I'm calling it. They ain't making roads or schools. Illuminati.
No, that's the
They're
thing.
definitely
I'm
not making
so
roads in
mad
Atlanta.
about. I wish it's 2019. We should have like an app by now that tells you like where. Your
we really
taxes are
should have a fucking app. Like I want to know where the fuck is this money going?
Yeah.
We pay for the government ourselves, so I feel like
people would want to get more involved.
People would
get more involved. And that's what
if there was a fucking
same
project,
people that want to get involved are like, oh, we don't deserve the right to know where their money is going, like, because then other countries have access to it, like.
Dude, it's gonna benefit.
Are so annoying, dude.
Like if I knew my fucking money is going to some kid in like Asia, I'm mad.
Speaking of,
if you think about it, politics is just like a form of mafia.
You know what? No, you know politics, bro. Yeah, I agree. Like politics literally do way more bad for this country than they do fucking good, and I don't give a fuck. You can't argue with me on that. I will never change my opinion on that shit. That's ever. It has been so bad for our fucking generation because of the Trump shit, the Clinton shit. Like, dude, like you fucking realize how much people like really give a shit about like really like
politics. I think this is like
value to their opinion. It's fucking
speaking
crazy.
of Trump, we got racially profiled.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, we gotta we gotta talk
this.
about this.
Yeah, I wanna hear about this,
so me and Santi post like writing because like anytime we write late. Like we will go into like the devil's hours, like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll go back home and we'll write after our lunch break or like midnight dinner. Right?
Yeah.
Fucking so we go to Waffle House. We go to Waffle House or visit our buddy Ian who works there, right? Ian's chill, whatever. We walk in there, we're all chilling, we're just talking, whatever, right? So we're talking about the Strokes because we want to cover the Strokes song because we're figuring out all the little nooks and crannies, what guitars you need, what pedals you need.
Yeah, we're literally geeking. We're
geeking out because we're like, oh my god, we have the guitars that the Strokes use because we do. I have. He just got the other one. I have one of them already, right? Yeah. So we're like geeking out. Then we keep talking about that, and then Santi sees this kid asshole has a fucking Jewel. So he calls Tay up. He's like, "Let me hit the Jewel, Tay, like, because Tay's coming. He's walking."
Yeah, and I was being loud because I'm like, let's see if this guy's cool enough to see that I'm trying to hit a Jewel and like.
And then like and then we're like, Tay, bring the Jewel, right? We're like, bring it because
there's a guy in the store that has a Jewel that y'all want to hit, and y'all are calling Tay and being loud on purpose so the guy can hear you.
Yeah, because that's like a normal thing.
Making sure people understand.
That's
I know how this goes.
That's a normal thing. Fucking. Because if you're like, oh, I need a cigarette, someone's gonna be like, let me bum a cigarette.
Yeah,
like,
let
me bum a hit.
Everyone
does it. Everyone does it when you have like a Nick device like that. Like people do that shit. Yeah. So fucking, we start saying that shit. The guy orders 2 sirloin steaks from fucking Waffle House, 6 eggs, and he's gonna order waffles and hash browns after he's done killing that shit.
Yeah, dude, you're a bum if you order a steak at Waffle House. I'm sorry.
Like, he orders 2 of them fuckers at 4 in the morning.
Real, a steak, a cheap steak. I can't buy a cheap
steak.
At
4 in the fucking morning.
Yeah, that's why I never steak at 4 in the morning, bro.
And okay, so this guy pulls up in his fucking FJ Cruiser, right? This shit's souped up, has like the aftermarket metal bumpers, a winch.
He pulls out with the everything. Trump keychain.
He pulls out with a Trump keychain and open carry.
It just
and then that's a red flag automatically. I'm like, okay, that's a red flag because I'm brown. This is America. I gotta be careful. I gotta watch my back.
Get the fuck out of Waffle House.
So I don't even say nothing. I don't look in his direction, but I can feel his eyes on the back of my head because I turn around, I see him staring, just like.
Dude, yeah,
Like
I
giving
looked
us
over
one of
'cause I was
those-
just admiring,
giving
like,
us
he had
one
a
of
cool
those.
Car. I
He-
was just looking at his car, and when I looked, he made eye contact. He like that, went all sus, and I was like, "Whoa, bro!" Like I'm really.
And then
Like,
like
we're just
fucking,
chilling.
and here's the crazy part. He cancels his whole order, goes to the car, calls the cops on. He's like, drug deal in progress, right? And then like
Well, during the moment, we didn't know that. This
we
was
didn't
happening.
know that was happening, right? None of us knew that was happening.
We were literally just so
Ian didn't know
innocently
that was
eating our
happening. We were
waffle,
all
bro.
chilling. We ordered, and then he leaves. We order our food from Ian because Ian gets to him first because that's a customer. We're just motherfuckers pulling up there like
Yeah.
rock stars, like always, just eating for free, smoking and shit, right? So fucking he leaves. We get our food, and then we order our food. And right when our waffles are about to pull up, the cops pull up, and the
Yeah.
cops pull up, and they look like they're about to arrest us, right?
Like, yeah.
One of the cops was ready to arrest us. Like,
Nah, to be honest, that's how cops are. They're very gun ho.
dude, it's a Waffle
I don't
House
have a
in Johns
problem with
Creek.
authority because I mean I'm going to the Marines. I don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
a problem with that. It's just I feel like they need to be trained. You know,
'Cause they don't know.
There's a saying on how it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I got a ticket not too long ago, and the way the cop came up to me, it was just as if I felt like I just murdered somebody. You know, my tires made a quick noise. He thought I was doing a burnout or whatever. Gladly, I'm going to court for this. But I mean, just the way he came up, he started cussing. He's like, "Keep your hands on the wheel." Like I thought I was.
It's
you know,
because these motherfuckers, they love
they
telling
know.
people, they love telling kids what to do. They
Yeah,
love acting like they're the
Yeah,
shit.
I
Like,
know.
buddy, you get paid $50K a year. You're struggling financially. Stop acting like you're fucking like big and bad.
Yeah, I know. It's
Fuck
just,
off,
it's
honestly.
But like, so like he walks in
Yeah.
and he just starts looking at us like we're fucking retarded or some shit, like we're on some shit,
Yeah.
right? And his buddy and I look to his buddy
His
and
buddy
he's got
hands crossed.
hands on gun already, hands on gun.
Oh my god. dude.
That's what freaked me out. I like if they walked up like whatever, but fucker has hands on gun.
Because here's the worst part: if they shoot you, nothing happens to them. It could be
I
justified.
could, like
Good drug deal in
that's why I
progress.
was
oh my
fucking
God.
shaking
You know what I
after that
mean?
because I'm like hands on. He's got hand on the pistol grip.
And I
Yeah.
hate it
That
because they're
shit's
like,
loaded,
so why are
you
you
know
so
what I
nervous?
mean?
Why are you
Like-
so nervous? It's like, dude, you
Like
have a
you
hand on
could
your
take
gun.
my life
Yeah.
right now and get away with it, and then my mom's gonna find out and she can't do nothing about it, and that would kill her. Like that's the type of shit that I thought. Like afterward, like
It's retarded.
I was
Yeah,
shaking. I
it's-
was
yeah,
like,
it sucks.
I was like, and then
System
he
is
starts
fucked,
talking
dude.
to us. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" Because I remember he was like, "What are you guys doing? Where are you coming from? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
How old are you? Like all this shit."
I just have been like, dude, I don't have to answer any of your
And then
bullshit.
no,
Get the
I was
fuck
just
outta
like,
here.
we're eating. We're like
We're in a
we-
band. Or just
we're in
play
a band,
guitar,
like, what do you
watch some
do?
Strokes. Do you like the Strokes? like,
Like, yeah, we asked him, "Do you like the Strokes?" And he was like, "No, I don't know who they are." And then fucking they leave, and then like the Asian cop, he gives me like a fucking like.
Dude, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, nah. The
How you gonna be a
Asian, I know
like-
exactly which one you're talking
Yeah.
about too. He has some sort of authority.
He has
over
some
me.
stick up his ass, but
No,
he
no, no, no.
fucking he's.
I have so many problems. Like, just
Dude, and the
problems
guy
at my
who was
house.
talking with us, he came at McDonald's multiple times. He came after.
I feel like-
after he like we got
Yeah.
the cops called on us. Like the 2 days later or the day after, he showed up in the drive-through and like it was a bit weird, but I think I handled it right. It was,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was,
fucking,
it was weird.
Fucking yeah. So he just like the Asian cop like had me fucking freaked the
Yeah.
fuck out because
He was scared.
I really thought I'm gonna get arrested or this fucker's gonna like try to shoot me or something because like you shouldn't have your hand on the gun if you're not gonna like shoot me, you know, like
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're not
But-
posing any.
yeah.
threat.
I'm like sitting
as
like
long as
I'm
your
like
hands are
laying
visible,
down.
like it's just pretty much common sense handling.
I'm
with
like
officers, you
laying
know?
down like this in the booth. So I'm like you know how you lay like your table,
Yeah,
arm right here on
yeah.
the table, our other arm right here on the fucking booth thing, whatever.
If you got your hands in your fucking pockets and you're
And
going
then
like
like
this and
Santi's,
like you're eyeing the
Santi's
cop,
like Santi's like this in front of me. He's like this, and he's like open-eyed, fucking with his hat on and shit. And then we're just like freak the fuck out. And then they leave, and then Ian comes up to us. He's like, "Yo, the fucking guy in the fucking FJ, he called the cops on us, on y'all, for a fucking suspected drug deal at Waffle House."
oh, they told him. Like
Yeah,
the
they
cops
told
told
him.
him.
They're because like
Oh,
they pull up
shit.
and it's like quiet, and it's just me, him, and this other girl that got like left
Fuck
behind.
that guy, dude.
right?
And then like we're like freaked out, and then we're like, "What the fuck?" And then I'm like, "I want to go home. I want to go home.
we
I want to
felt
go
kind
home."
of
Wow,
shitty.
it
We were
did.
kind of like
We were like,
Of course.
we
You know
felt
how
real
shitty I
shitty
was
after.
like-
We were like, "Are you?" I felt like I felt
in
like
our
it's
heads,
just-
we were literally just like admiring the guy. Like he had a really
we
cool
thought
sleeve with
he had like a
tats. We were-
cool sleeve, like
Just
cool
ruins
tattoos.
your day. It's just like shit. It's like, dude, like
yeah, like
Really, like
fuck.
you,
Like
you look
it's
at me like that, like
2019, dude. Come
Yeah.
on,
like bro, like you look at me like that. Like we, to be fair, we look kind of like.
Yeah, I
bummy.
was wearing. It was literally like after a whole day. Like we were
Like a
tired as fuck. I
whole
had
day
my
of work.
McDonald's hat on. Like we didn't give a fuck. We were just eating our waffle.
We were
yeah,
eating, like
waffle.
we went to Waffle to refresh ourselves after like a long day of work, and like we were recording and
the
shit.
guy who called the cops, then you must have had a shittier day than y'all did. Like, to
Like, I
fucking
don't know who
call
the
the
fuck
cops
pissed
on
him off,
someone
but
for a
fucking-
drug deal.
I
like-
mean, shit. Why was he at Wahoo at 3 a.m. Like, dude, this guy also
that's sus as fuck.
That's
sus
sus
as
like
fuck.
wet, slick.
And you know what the
shit.
worst part?
It wasn't like at the end of the day type thing. He looked like he was like
he was ready to
bro.
go out.
And it was like 3 a.m. I'm like, why are you here?
Yeah, what are you
open
doing?
carry
Fucking,
everything like
fucking
and like it was like
retarded.
his shirt was under the holster.
Oh,
It wasn't
wow.
like this.
Fucking
Like that
retarded,
shit was
bro.
out and ready.
Oh,
like,
so you saw it?
yeah, it was so blatant.
When I say open carry, like
It
it
was
was a
out there.
Glock.
You know
it
what
was
I'm
a fucking
saying?
Glock.
it was
guy-
silver too.
Yeah,
that
it was
guy,
a fucking painted
That
Glock.
guy sounds like a cop, and he probably has absolutely no problem with how cops treat people. Like he's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? He's
like,
showing
oh,
his-
it's justified.
He's
It's
showing
justified.
he's showing
That's
his
one of
gun
the
off
things,
to fucking show that hey, if you fuck with me, I'll shoot your ass, motherfucker. Like he's
Yeah.
one of those motherfuckers.
You know, I don't have a problem with the Second Amendment right. You know,
Yeah.
I don't got a problem with it. Fucking
Me
carry
neither.
guns.
Me
Fuck
neither.
it.
If we lived in
I
a
think
perfect
if
world,
I'm-
I would buy weed from gay farmers who like have full auto rifles and shit. Like that's
Hell
some
yeah,
shit.
bro. If people were chill, but
But like
some
people aren't
motherfuckers-
chill and
so
people
much
can't
hate in
handle the
America.
thing.
I think
People
that's
It's
the only
fucked,
thing.
dude. It's
people
like,
can't
fucked.
handle this shit. Like I really think they should have like if we want to keep the Second Amendment right going, the background checks are gonna have to get like twice as strict because like some motherfuckers.
Honestly,
I agree. You
Because
know,
like
I
if
actually,
it's
I fuck
it's
with
like that
I
class.
fuck with that.
You know what I think is should just be necessary is just weapons that are necessary. Like I don't think an AR. I mean, I love guns. I mean,
Yeah.
they're pretty cool.
I've shot
I've
shot
I own an
AR-15s
AR,
before.
so, like,
Those
you
are
know,
fun, but like
but
you
kinda
don't
make
need
me
that.
hypocritical if I say this, but like I don't find an M16 and AR-15 necessary for a civilian life.
Yeah, no.
If you're gonna be,
Yeah, okay.
if you're an ex-marine, ex-army, ex-military, just I think that's necessary because you understand the weapon, you slept with the weapon, you trained with that weapon. I think hunting rifles are fine, shotguns are
Yeah,
fine.
you should have at least like
Or-
military
or-
training to
or,
carry
like,
one of those around.
Here's the one thing that's like
A holster
okay, like
weapon.
AR-15s for example.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like there's like all right, there are guns with like wooden. All right, for example, if you see a table with guns on it and you see an AR-15 next to like one with like a wooden stock, like
Yeah.
if you see wood on it, instantly you think the wooden one's not as like.
Of
you're like-
course.
right?
Sounds
Okay,
intimidating.
but here's
yeah.
the thing. One thing that a lot of people don't know is that the wooden guns are actually like
More
they are
lethal.
more lethal than AR-15.
'Cause
it's
you-
a- it's a
'cause the
fact,
round is
because
bigger.
AR doesn't stand for
Assault rifle.
sorry, it
It's
doesn't.
the armament
It's
rifle.
Armite
something-
something. That's
Assault rifle. Yeah.
right, and
I
it's like
didn't
if
know
you
that.
dude, the wooden gun. All right.
Yeah,
know the
'cause that
repeaters?
thing is-
you can go like that. Like
Yeah.
if you get the skill
No,
going like that.
no.
Yes, you can,
Yeah.
bro.
You can, but
can.
that
Wins,
takes. But like,
yeah.
if you're fucking like trying to shoot people with that shit, like this is what I'm saying. That thing is made for hunting. You're putting down a buck with that. A buck
Yeah.
is much bigger than a fucking person with that. No one, like only fucking like trained military snipers gonna be like, boom, put the
Because
round.
the thing
and
is,
boom.
AR-15s really aren't like super crazy,
Mhm.
but the thing
They're
what's crazy
so-
about them is they're so easy.
that's why
that's-
they're dangerous.
That's why they're dangerous.
That's
They're
why
like,
they're
easy to
dangerous.
like shoot or what?
Like
Yes,
they're just easy
they're-
to shoot. You can
dude.
pick it up and you shoot it, and it's a semi-auto gun.
I could-
so you just
with the
yeah,
hunting
yeah.
guns, they are more powerful. They could
round
shoot
is a lot
faster.
That makes sense, yeah.
They are
They have
definitely
more
deadlier, but
gunpowder,
you
more-
need
yeah.
skill. You
Yeah.
need to know how to work it. You know,
Yeah.
it's a hunter's gun. It's not like the assault or the AR-15 thing. That's just you pick it up.
It's
put the
literally-
mag in,
it's-
it's like a gun in COD. Like
Yeah.
everyone
yeah,
knows
it's
how to
literally
use
like
that.
I could give that to my little sister.
They'll figure it out. 'cause
Oh,
they
you
know
can
it's
give
the
that to
same in the video
Camila.
game.
If you
could
think
give that
about
to
it,
Camila,
Nerf
she'll
guns
figure
are
it out.
built the same
Yeah,
way as an
exactly.
AR.
Yeah,
Yo, it's
bro.
fucking crazy, bro. That's fucked.
You know how you pull back the stock, load the
Bro,
clip.
conspiracy
Yeah,
right
You're
there,
going.
bro.
You're
Oh
in.
my
That's
God,
it.
yes.
Nerf guns were
Stop.
made to be as really so that
Literally,
kids
literally think about
This
like.
kid pisses in sweet tea,
think-
Nerf guns, and fucking AR-15s.
Think about it like this. Think about.
Yo, we're not doing this shit no more. Turn everything off. We're gonna fucking die. We're gonna get fucking
No,
killed
no. Think
doing
about it like
shit.
this. The
Honestly.
the wooden guns you're talking about are like
I
the
have
like
pink
the
fucking
regular,
hair, bro.
the
Like,
repeaters
there's
are
no
target.
Like
yeah,
the
dude.
regular.
Shotguns.
Fuck.
Like those shits, those are like the old school Nerf guns with like the fucking cock back. You have to cock
Yeah.
back to shoot. That's why I'm saying the shoot slower. If you have the fucking the fucking AR-15, you just
No.
pew pew pew. It's like a fucking battery powered one. Like
Yeah.
you're just
To be honest,
going.
if you think about it, if you walk in with a weapon, like I don't want to say this, but let's say you go into a school campus with the Winchester instead of an AR, you're still gonna probably do as much damage as an AR with the Winchester as well. Because Winchester, it's not, ARs
Like if you hit someone with a
ARs are
Winchester,
more
they're
prone
going
to
down.
jam than a
Yeah,
Winchester.
no, okay, bro.
That's true.
Yo, okay, but here's something I want to ask. What do y'all think is the answer to fucking stopping these school shootings? Like they're fucking like this shit
Background
is
checks.
so fucked
Literally, don't let.
Background checks.
up. No,
and
because bro, guns were more accessible back in the day. I'm gonna tell you what I think it is, and I'm gonna probably put y'all on like dead ass. I think it's. Well, go ahead. I want to hear what y'all have to say first.
well, I'm
Dude,
saying
honestly, I don't have any
think
input on this.
teachers, I think faculty and staff should be more involved with the students. Like, treat them like a person instead of a student. So the students
Just
would be
love,
more
bro.
open,
Just love
more
them.
open with like you can see this kid's upset. ask him why he's upset. Now,
I feel
later,
on
he's
that,
upset.
bro. Like teachers, I hate
like,
these.
yeah,
these
'cause
schools,
I've
you know
been-
what they know fucking schools do. Let me tell you, as someone who just fucking graduated from high school, let me fucking tell you, we got the best like say on this shit. This is how schools say it. We are an anti-bullying school. Every fucking school says it now. We don't pop.
They
we
don't.
don't. They fuck that. They say that just to make their school look good
better,
for legal
yeah.
reasons.
And
It's
also
fucking-
your
I don't
test
know.
scores and
It's-
shit. That's bullshit
yeah,
lie too.
It's
There's still kids gonna be messaging you on Instagram, Twitter, all that shit.
Yeah, bro.
They still want to fuck with you no matter what.
There's
It's
no
like
way
the school doesn't
bullying's
give a
gonna stop.
the school doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
We're gonna. I think we should go to.
fucking-
By the way, just we're gonna go. I want to go to like an hour 30 for this one, just because we
That's
haven't.
fine. That's
we haven't
fine,
been
yeah.
back in a while, so we
Yeah,
might as well
that's
just do a
fine,
long
sure.
one.
What do you call?
Hour 4.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, but here's the thing: schools don't give a fuck about bullying. Someone fucking told schools to start saying that. Some
Someone-
shithead was like,
just
hey,
to, like,
they got
fucking-
so much money from
to
it.
meet a quota,
probably.
to meet a quota, that's
Yeah,
what they
it's-
did it.
It's to me, it's for money. They said it for money, or they said it for fucking reasons so schools don't. I don't fucking know. But someone told them to say that. They did not come up with that shit on their own. Because if they did give a fuck, they would, like you said, they'd
that
be
is
way more
completely
involved.
true. Because
Yeah.
here's why. I remember I was in a shooting one time. I was at a school shooting. I was in the building when a shooting
Bro,
happened.
this fucking story is fucking insane.
Okay, so did I tell you
This
how I was
shit's
in the
crazy.
shooting?
Yeah, you've told me that.
Like how the kid killed himself, right?
Yeah.
The fucking kid, the kid before that, he tried to walk to some fucking church in Richmond. Richmond is like from here to fucking Helen
Yeah.
compared to where I lived,
It's
right?
retarded.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's fucking far, right? His parents didn't give a fuck. He was walking there like the week earlier, and the cops had to go pick him up and bring him home, right? And then you know what he did after that? He tried the same shit the other day.
Yeah,
And
it's
this
just
kid
weird,
was
man.
And
fucked
people
up.
don't. See, and
This
they-
kid was fucked up, and he would get bullied in class. All this shit would happen. You know what he fucking did? He was gonna plan a shooting, but you know what? He just took his own life in the bathroom. He shot him. He blew his brains out in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
yeah. Explain how that sequence happened, because like
Literally,
apparently,
this is
like-
what happened. It was Parents' Day. Imagine your fucking parents at school
Dude, I keep
when this shit
laughing, I don't-
happened.
It's just fucking, dude. It's like
It's
I'm
literally
it's
the
unbelievable.
worst
This shit happens,
it's
bro.
story.
It's unbelievable, bro.
That was the
Like,
event.
I don't think it's funny at all. It's
that
just
was
fucked
the
up. But like,
fucking event. Literally,
it's
what happened
unbelievable,
was
bro.
I'm here. The bathroom is across the hall where the fucking shooting happened.
So you
I'm the
can hear
closest.
it.
We are the closest bathroom. The closest.
tell them the class that you were in. Tell them the
Okay,
class
we
that you
were
were
in fucking. We were in government. We were in government, right?
with the ROTC kids.
With all the ROTC kids, this class was like, I'm gonna be a Marine. I'm gonna be a Marine. I'm gonna defend the country.
To be honest,
we had the
I don't like
skinheads.
ROTC kids.
Yeah,
Dude,
I don't
we
know
had
how
we
they
had the
act, but
fucking
I've seen
fucking
memes about it.
Leo and fucking Carlos and Jose are more capable of being Marines than any ROTC kid I've ever met in my life.
To be honest, ROTC kids, they have the mindset. Yeah, they do think about it, but I mean, you're still in high school. Finish.
You
that
don't
first
have
before
the
you go into
strength,
Yeah,
and like even like your guys is like physical prowess or like if I put you three against the top 3 ROTC kids at my high school, you kids would beat the fuck out of them every single time, every single time, every
Thank
single
you.
time. Like dead ass. Like
Oh,
these
shit,
kids.
I hope you can beat the fuck out of
These
someone,
kids,
you know
literally,
what I'm
when it
saying? Your
happened,
boxing
when it
background.
happened, they were cowering in the fucking corner.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he
That-
said when the gunshot went off that he was the only one who hit
I
the
hit the
fucking
fucking
floor.
deck.
Dude,
I
I
hit-
started dying when he told
I
me
hit the
this. Like,
fucking deck, and everyone looked at me
And
like I
that's
was
the smartest
retarded.
thing to do.
Because he hits the deck and he looks up and he goes, "Are you? That's a gunshot, you fucking morons!"
And
like,
everyone's like, "You're fucking crazy," and then like,
he's like, "No, that's a
you know,
gunshot,
and, you know,
dog."
and this is why this is their fucking logic for it, because we had steel chairs for the parents to sit in the fucking classrooms with
the
us, right?
fuck outta
So
here.
they thought, oh, a steel chair fell across the hallway. Yeah, a steel chair doesn't go bah. A steel chair goes like bam, 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 and then fucking clatters and shit for a
yeah.
second.
Yeah.
That shit was bought and it was done, right? Next thing you know,
Yeah, you can. Okay.
Next thing you know, we're on lockdown. Oh, we're to drill because of the parents are here, you know, to test. Next thing you know, the lockdown hasn't been lifted for 30 minutes. Next thing you know, do not let any student leave the fucking hallways at all. And then you know what they did? They escort every other classroom in the fucking building besides ours. Because you know why? Because as soon as we walk out, they're like, close your eyes, close your eyes. And none of us did because we saw the
Yeah,
fucking blood splattered on the wall of the kid that just blew his brains out in the bathroom.
Jesus.
It's a psychological thing.
It
If
was-
someone
it-
tells you not to do something, you're
I
gonna
was like,
fucking do it.
and then I was like, oh fucking shit. And then like literally, I was like, I was fucking right, wasn't I? And like we were all sitting in the auditorium, we're like, Nando was fucking right. And then the next day, we had to
Yeah.
go back to that classround.
Fucked up.
I-
Y'all didn't
I-
even get the day off.
They didn't get the day off. They-
Yeah, bro,
fuck-
I would've
fuck
not
my
gone
ex high
back.
school.
Yeah.
I
bro.
mean, like, mom, I'm gonna chill in my room a little bit for today.
Like I was angry. I was angry at the school. After that, I was like, this school is a piece of shit.
fucked
That
up.
happened early in the year too. That happened
Yeah.
around like November.
So they can take days off. You know what I mean?
yeah, like that happened. They didn't. They were like they didn't. They just fucking went on with it. And you know what happened after that? The school never talked about it again.
I hate that shit.
We didn't have a memorial for the kid. There wasn't anything in the yearbook.
That's
we thought
fucked
you know
up,
thought
bro.
there was gonna be something in the yearbook for the kid, like a fucking
Yeah.
join up, whatever. No, literally, it was a day of mourning. Everyone would just wore red and black, our fucking school colors, and that was it. That's the high school experience you get in the ghetto.
Dude, I have a quick
retarded.
story about a kid who died in front of school. It wasn't because of a shooting, but it was Finley Oaks Elementary School, and his name was Tyler Safarier, and I wasn't close with him, but he was just like a classmate. But I knew people who like grew up with this kid like babies, like bathtub.
Yeah.
Like a girl went to North. Her name's Brooke Bolton. She was like super close. Like to this day, like she has like a memory thing in her like Instagram bio and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, it was 5th grade. And I believe it was during winter break because he went to Chicago to go skiing.
Oh, do not tell me he got hit by a car.
Bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh,
He was going down because he and his whole family, like they were super outdoorsy and they were doing the skiing trip. And he's going down this big hill. Like, there's like different levels. There's like
double black diamond.
He was on a pretty high level
So
one. And
like
he was a 10-year-old kid, right? He's going down, right? There's a handicapped person who is trying to learn how to ski, right? But what happens is when you're out there in the snow, you need like a trainer. So the handicapped person had a rope that connected to the instructor so that they could ski together. Tyler was going down and his neck hit the rope.
Oh my
Decapitated,
Lord!
bro.
Are you
Decapitated.
fucking
Have
serious?
you been skiing or snowboarding? Have you been
It
skiing or
was
snowboarding?
terrible, man.
You know how fast you go down that
I went
shit?
to
It's literally twice. Remember we went.
So
Remember we
fast,
went.
bro.
I've gone skiing and snowboarding.
You
and
go fast.
Remember we went down Roswell? That ain't shit compared to what you go down on those hills.
Oh, yeah,
You'll
no,
be
no.
going
You
like
can't
30.
slow down.
You'll be going like you
Like
can.
what you do
There's
is you carve. So
you
go
carve
like this,
or you go like pizza or you just go pizza all the way down and you're fucking. If you're scared, you fucking turn that shit
And you
you
just
go
go
pizza and then you stop
snow goes
because there's
flying.
no fucking way you're
or
gonna
you just
slow
wipe
down.
out on purpose. Like you just slow yourself down and then wipe out.
And
you
wiping
let
out
yourself
on a
slide.
fucking snowboard or skate is not like,
Hurts.
oh,
Yeah.
you wipe out. No, those shits are on your
Your
feet.
skis go
and then
flying,
you're fucking
you-
flipping and they're fucking up your ankles and them shits hit you and it's the worst. So
Yeah.
I can imagine that kid got
Dude, the kid
decapitated.
got decapitated and it
I've
was
never
so
lost-
terrible,
I never
bro.
lost anybody. Well, I mean, I lost quite a few people, but, like through just gangs and all that stuff.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
shit.
like,
That's just shit. Like when you're Hispanic, you just like get.
Yeah,
used
but
to
the
that shit.
school to
Yeah,
this
you
day,
used
he's
to it.
remembered. He was in the yearbook. Like all the kids went to the memorial. The teachers, like it was a whole thing. But then you were talking about in your place, like they forgot about it, and that
Literally,
fucking
no one
crazy.
cared.
It
You know
was
why?
crazy.
You know why
he
no
was
one
going
cared?
to UGA, or
Yeah.
he wanted to. Like he had big plans. The kid, like he was a good kid.
at 10 years. Wow,
At
that's
10
crazy.
years old, bro.
Here's the
Imagine
thing.
your family.
No one
like,
hit
dude,
the
like
fa- it
people
was
have to see that
terrible.
shit.
He had-
Even
he
if
had-
you don't know the kid, like you see a 10-year-old kid get fucking decapitated.
Decapitated, yeah.
That shit will fuck you up psychologically.
And he
I
had
don't
two
care what anyone
brothers, I
says.
think.
That
Or
was
a
I mean,
sister
I've
or
seen
brother.
some-
Like it was a big family.
I've seen some fucked up shit, but I haven't seen. Well, I mean, I've seen.
I've seen some fucked up shit, and it fucked me up a little bit psychologically.
It messes
but,
you
I
up
mean,
a little
nothing
bit.
on that level. Well,
Yeah.
nothing on that level, but I mean, I've seen some I've seen some
Like, can you
fucked up
imagine seeing your
shit.
kid get decapitated?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
no,
he's like,
that's
come on,
fucked up.
Tyler, go down the
The
hill.
the worst shit like that. Like
It happens. It almost like I feel like that's like one of the things where it just happens, and you feel like it's like
It's
not
not
even
real.
life.
Like how is that?
Yeah, yeah.
the worst shit you can you
yeah,
can ask my
sometimes
brother
you're
about
right.
this. You can ask my brother about this when you talk to him on Discord. Talk to him about the neighbor boy when we lived in Honduras who got chopped up into little pieces and thrown in a bag.
Shit.
When we lived in
That's
Honduras for a
fucked up.
bit, he was
I mean,
the first day we were there.
I was just about to start talking about this story when I was in Mexico,
Yeah.
and we were in a plaza, and if you don't, I mean, America's like
Y'all don't know, bro.
It's some weak stuff, but like in Mexico,
yeah, you told me some
we
shit, and I was
saw-
like, what?
we saw like so there's a plaza, and there's like a big plaza in the middle, and you have like streets coming in from like four corners. We see at least these humongous like Dodge. This is how I remember it. Like you can hear them rumbling in. I thought it was like a show happening. I'm like, ooh, dude, what's going on? They stop in all four corners. They drop like at least.
Oh,
each
you
truck-
told me about this. You told me about
Each truck
this, yeah.
dropped like 4 boxes, and then they just jet out. But these boxes were not like normal cardboard boxes. They were soaked in blood. A person apparently had like done something to the cartel, and that was how they demonstrated it. They decided to chop up the body, so you had an arm over there, a head over there, the body over there, and I just remember seeing the boxes all bloody and soggy, and they're just like all.
Your
wet.
parents probably knew who they were like.
They-
Okay, we're
they
going
knew-
inside.
yeah,
We're
they
going
were just
inside.
like, "Alright, we gotta go."
Yeah,
Like, I
we're
mean-
out. Fuck that shit. Like,
And
nope,
it was
we're not
horrible.
gonna. Nope.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Was
Like-
it a cardboard box, but like soaked in blood?
Yeah, it was disgusting.
That's-
Like,
that
and
shit's
the
common.
smell. Like I can.
I don't
still
know if that
smell
shit
it.
goes
Oh,
down in
probably
Colombia
staying in
anymore,
your
but
fucking
like
memory, dude.
disgusting.
for the like the lesser fucking Hispanic countries,
Yeah.
like mine is the lowest tier you can probably go.
Yeah.
Besides,
Like no,
Bolivia.
Colombia. The reason, I've been to Guatemala like a lot, right?
Mhm.
But Colombia, I've
bro?
only been to 2 times,
Mhm.
right?
Is it
And-
recording? It's going, right?
What's good, boy?
It's not even going. Are you fucking?
It's okay.
It was off?
We just found out there was video trouble. It's
Damn,
okay.
bro, I'm fucking pissed.
Nah,
We could. Fuck.
Nah, it's fine.
But yeah, fucking. What was I talking about?
Keep going.
What was that?
Anyway, fucking.
Or
Oh,
you
yeah.
wanna cut off here. I think it's
No, keep going.
No, we'll go to like a minute, like an hour 20.
Wait, what was I talking about real quick?
We're talking about
Colombia.
Oh yeah, like I'd never been. I only went to Colombia 2 times, right? In like all my years of living, and the reason why is because it was just so bad. My dad was talking about how bad it was, and then literally just recently he was like, you know what, it's all right now. And then I went last year.
Yeah, it got. You guys got a lot better.
Yeah, Colombia's really.
I think just Latin America in general just got a lot
Yeah,
better, except Venezuela.
Yeah,
But I mean,
except for like us
yeah, they're in the fucking
and
shitter right now.
us and like because we're
no. I mean, y'all guys have gotten pretty good, like politically wise.
there's
okay,
new
but like
people
the
coming
crime
in is getting worse.
No. Yeah, the crime is getting worse, but I think they're finally now getting political leaders in there that are actually doing.
Because for our country, for Honduras, our president got kicked the fuck out, and we didn't want his ass back. And there was like a whole military coup for a while. Because
that's what happened to Mexico. We didn't want a president. I think his name was Primo or some shit like that. It was some guy that just like did not. It was just horrible.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, but like that shit's just common.
It's
like
crazy.
That shit's just.
So the one fucking thing is I was gonna tell y'all like what I think the answer to school shootings because y'all are having a conversation. I just want to let y'all go.
Yeah.
But I want to say like
and we'll all give our answers.
I want to think what I say the answer. Well, I mean you already did. Like you said background checks. He said like teachers.
That's what I said for like shootings in general. But for school shootings, it's a whole other thing.
What do you think?
For school shootings, you need to talk to the kids.
I agree with that.
You need to just watch your fucking.
Just like caring.
You need to watch your fucking.
Because a lot of people don't give a
Because if you
fuck.
think about it, we're in there for 8 hours. We gotta know who the
We
hell
need
we're
also
talking to.
also there needs to be room to breathe, and you need to like be on top of like the students' relationships. Because if you're at a job and you're like, I don't fuck with this person, they'll take you off the schedule with that person because they know trouble's a brewing.
Yeah.
Right. And if you see like, because you've probably been in classes before where you see 2 kids. And they'll go at it all the time because they do not like each other.
Yeah. What do they do? They separate them.
Like like they separate them. Okay,
or they change their classes.
Remember we were in Miss Cole's class.
Yeah.
And no matter how far away you got from that group, it kept happening. It kept happening.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, okay, that was fucked up, bro. Like the left side of that room, like just fucking hated me and would just like talk shit about me. And Miss Cole did not give a fuck.
That room had the most segregation I've ever seen.
If I was a weirdo, you know what I mean? Shit. You know, you never know. But, you know, thank God I'm like, you know, I'm confident, you know what I mean? And I'm not
but
depressed.
then again,
but if you say that shit to the wrong kid,
you say that
that's fucked up. And that's on the fucking teacher for not fucking, you know what I mean?
Moderating.
Like, dude, say something. What if you don't know? What if I'm depressed? What if I go home every night and my parents don't fucking love me and I come to 7th period as my last class of the day and these kids are making fun of me and I laugh it off and I make jokes about it, but you know, really deep down it's fucking killing me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I
Really,
might not shoot up a school, but you know what I'm saying? Like I could be hurting. No one fucking knows. You never fucking
You might not
know.
hurt somebody else, but maybe yourself. You know,
I could hurt myself. I could go kill myself, and it's because it's 7th. Not only because it's 7th period, but like it's everything. It's like the last straw. Some kid makes fun of me, calls me an idiot, says I have pink hair, and boom, I clock the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? That's how it could fucking go. You never fucking know.
And someone can be already so close to the top, and something as simple as missing 3 nuggets on your 10 nugget meal will make you go over the edge.
Shit, dog. Yeah, I know.
You never know how
bro.
close someone can be to the edge.
Fuck, dude.
For 3 nuggets, dude.
Hey, did you see that one lady on that one viral video on YouTube where it's like that lady literally like busted through the window because she was missing nuggets?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That shit. Like it's funny, but it's like, bro, that chick had
they're
so
doing
much shit going on in her life.
Something with their nuggets.
Fuck, dude.
I don't even know why they're so popular at this point. Like they're literally
it's
like
not that good.
they're literally
McDonald's
blocks.
No,
of
I don't know
fucking
what it is about chicken
bread.
nuggets, but I cannot stop eating them.
Bro, they're just so fucking.
The additives in them is
Nah,
shit
you know what?
fucking insane.
I read a whole book on like it was
They don't taste like chicken.
on fast
No,
food
they don't.
shit.
But
Yeah,
they're just
I don't care.
No, they're not chicken. But they're amazing. But but they put shit in their shit to like they're like addictive shit.
So it releases dopamine.
It's like the
they
sugar
make
shit.
everything in
that's
their
what it
food
That's
is
what
like
it is.
engineered. How much dopamine can we create?
Yeah,
just to make you as happy as possible.
And it's all about
like the
making you
kids,
feel
bro.
good,
Happy meals are like so genius.
And
It's
crack.
one of the
And they're crack.
like. Do you remember how much we
So
wanted
they
that shit as
crack.
kids? we'd like kill our parents. Like, bro, get me a Happy Meal.
And they're
Dude,
cheap.
They're
$3.
I learned real quick.
$3 for a toy, a side, a drink, and a fucking entree.
Of course, every kid's gonna be
Of
buying
course,
that shit.
and the parents are gonna make $3 to feed my kid and shut him the fuck up and give him a
Yeah.
toy. Hell yeah, brother! Now we don't gotta go to
Genius.
fucking Target and buy him some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's fed. Fuck yeah. And there's a fucking playground.
Oh,
Awesome.
it comes with apple slices. Like,
yeah,
shade.
fuck yeah, dude. You get to choose between Go-Gurt, apple slices, and fries. Fuck.
And
you
then on the
know?
bottom of the box, it's like coming up next, and then the next
Yeah,
toy, and then
you
they're
gotta
excited
collect
for the
all
next
the fucking toys,
season
bro.
of
Like
toys.
it's so fucking genius. You know what I mean? Like, dude,
really
holy
is the
shit.
And then
fucking
games on the
market.
box,
Yeah.
literally, so good.
Literally, fucking McDonald's, bro, is fucking ridiculous.
Okay, no. So back to the shit. You know?
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
what's your
Like,
solution?
Okay, my
wanna
solution,
hear
I
it.
think, bro, I think this is like the number one fucking reason why school shootings are happening more than ever. It's because when they fucking happen, they blow the fuck up. Anytime there's a school shooting, everyone's fucking talking about
That
it.
kid's face is everywhere.
The kid's face goes fucking everywhere. There's a
You
school
know
shooting.
what?
There's a school shooting in Maine. The motherfuckers in New Zealand know about it, right? Oh, these fucking Americans, they'd fucking, you know what I mean? Like all that shit. Like everyone's talking shit.
No,
The
not
people
even.
in the UK
dude.
are talking
It's not
shit.
even in
They're fucking-
America. It's in like there's shootings.
England
every
has been
day.
getting fucking
Yeah.
hammered with
And
that
you know
shit.
what? I think it's because they spread so fucking fast, and it's like, bro, kids like
It gives them ideas.
Exactly. It gives them fucking ideas. If you tell
I
someone,
guess so, yeah.
and everyone is
Same
saying
thing with serial
you
killers,
cannot
bro.
shoot schools up, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's like, dude, if you tell, like I said earlier, I was like trying to hint at it, but if you tell someone not to do something, they're gonna fucking do it.
yeah.
You tell a kid not to take candy, what's he gonna do? He's gonna take the fucking candy.
True.
Like, bro, you tell your kids not to smoke weed and drink, but they're gonna go fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, I guess that's kind of
It's
different, but
interesting
like,
to talk about that because do you
know
know
what
who
I'm
Marilyn
saying?
Manson is?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. The way he talks about. All right. Like his name is Marilyn Manson, right?
Yeah.
So Marilyn Monroe was like a huge figure from the '60s, right?
Yeah.
But she was
Hot
she was a figure for a different reason. She was a figure for her beauty, for being a sex figure, all that.
Real thick.
And then Manson, Charles Manson, he was famous for being a psychopath,
Yeah.
serial
The
killer. And
crazy
actually, one
guy.
thing about Charles Manson, as crazy as he is, his philosophies are very interesting. I recommend watching interviews because sure he's crazy, but you'll hear his shit and it's like there's value to what
It's
he's saying.
so fucking annoying how all those crazy fucks are so smart.
Dude,
They're
right?
so
Because
fucking
Charles
smart.
Manson is
Like,
a
what
genius,
the
but like
fuck?
in the
Didn't
wrong
he have
place.
like a whole cult or something
Yes,
like that?
he was
Yeah.
able to
Weird, bro.
to manipulate all those
Yeah,
people to
you know-
do his doings, right?
Of course, and like if you
like-
think about it, it's hard enough to even just tell somebody like, "Hey, dude, just go mow my lawn or some
Yeah.
shit."
Yeah.
He
Charles
could-
Manson's a genius, and his
Dude,
music's
that's
actually
fucking-
really good, actually.
Who,
But
Charles?
Charles Manson has music, and it's so pure, it's weird, bro.
What the
He's
fuck?
a
Yeah,
serial.
dude, when they
I'll
do-
show you later. I'll show you a song. Like there's
Ah,
a song
yeah.
called "Look at Your Game, Girl." It's so pretty.
When they
I
do
love it.
IQ tests on like school shooters and shit, bro, they like test like outrageously high, like close to like
Valedictorian
like
and shit.
literal
Yeah, I've heard
like
about that.
literal
Isaac
geniuses.
Newton
Like
level.
it's fucking retarded. I'm like, yo, like these
That's because
kids have the
that's
same
because
IQ as the
one
kids were
kid-
inventing math.
That's
Like,
because
you know
one
what I mean?
kid is like being taken care of by his parents. Like think about it, like the Asian kids. The Asian kids, they're like fucking bred, they're fucking fed, and they wake up, study, do all that shit. All your valedictorians this year, you're top
but I don't-
achievers.
I don't
all
really
the-
think it has to do with anything.
no, it's
about
the
way
ways you
that-
fucking raise your kids. Is that's what I'm talking
Honestly,
about.
yeah.
But
It's
I don't think the
that's
way
definitely
that you
part of
raise
it.
your kid is what makes them have like an IQ. I don't know why.
No.
I don't know. I don't think there's an answer to it, to be honest. Like why these
Maybe it's
motherfuckers test so high.
like an environment.
I don't
if
know.
you-
I,
Well,
here's
I,
one
I
thing.
honestly have no idea.
Here's one thing. There was a video. There was a kid who got addicted to video games and like played like unhealthy amounts, but his IQ went up.
Because problem
The
solving.
number,
problem solving. Yeah.
exactly.
Problem solving,
The
yeah.
number of his IQ went up, so that could something. To do
Yeah,
with it.
'cause
If
like
you fucking have
yeah.
you ever grinded a video game like to get good at it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know how much that people don't like game hard as shit, but you know how much that applies
You
to
have
real
to
life?
think,
Like
it's
that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
You have to think. You have to sit there and be like, okay, so if I do this, that doesn't work. Like fuck, okay, but it's so if I want to
It's
get
true.
good, it's so good
Like,
for your
dude, did
brain.
you
I
play
don't give
Destiny?
a fuck. No, I didn't play
Yes.
Destiny.
Dude,
Destiny,
grinding
bro?
Destiny is another.
Bro, let me go
game,
get something.
dude.
This man's out. He's out.
He's
But
out
no,
here.
but like video games, like you have to sit there and you think like, okay, if you're trying to get the most kills or something, like, okay, well, I just did this and that
Well, I
didn't
realized
work.
this weapon has the most damage
Yeah,
output in the
yeah,
better.
and then you're,
like,
and then you're like, and if I add this onto
dude, that
you
is
know
the
what I
most
mean?
coolest ghost ever.
That's pretty sick. I don't know what that is. That's pretty
It's
sick.
the ghost.
It's
It's-
ghost.
it's
It's
from
fucking.
Destiny,
Is this Nolan bot or is this fucking?
No, that's the Nolan version.
oh, I
pretty
like
sick.
Dinklebot better.
Really?
Yeah, I
Think
think
All right,
Dinklebot
but
was cool.
From
but
two?
yeah, no. Back to this shit. Like, I think the answer is to fucking like, this shit happens and like, yeah, go out, thoughts and prayers to the victims. But like, dude, I mean, fuck, we don't need to make it as big as it fucking is. Like, I know
some people are already
up.
catching on with that. Like, there's this YouTuber I watch, Philip DeFranco. Anytime a big tragedy happens, he's like, I'm not showing their faces. They're fucking monsters.
Dude, don't show their faces,
Here's what I was talking about with Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Because the reason he even made that whole idea of Marilyn Manson as his name is because he's taking America's. He's taking
two biggest names at
he's
the
taking
time.
America's sweetheart and
but they're
fucking.
famous for one's famous for a good reason, one's famous for not, right? But they're equally famous.
Fucked up, dude. Like,
right?
Dude,
so he's making a statement. Marilyn Manson from the 90s, from day one. By the way, watch interviews with this guy. He's fucking genius.
Great.
He's amazing. That's why I love him. So even
he's
like
on my favorite
his
show
music,
right now.
I like his music. Isn't my favorite music in the world? No, but he's just by himself as an artist.
He's something else. He's an actor too.
But he would talk about. He would talk about when interviewers were talking about why are you like this. And he's like, hey man, I'm just representing all the kids that you're talking about, like the kids from Columbine. He's like, bro, all they needed was they just needed a voice. Someone needed to care about them. That's
soon
all.
as it's and it's the
And
thing.
he's like,
it's
America.
I like that because it's like what they do it because they know they're gonna be like the most famous motherfuckers for it. The guy who did the Parkland shooting was saying, "Y'all are all gonna know my fucking name after I do this. Everyone's gonna die."
Ted Bundy.
Posting
Zac Efron's. They're making a movie with him. Zac Efron's making a movie with him.
Yeah, they posted it on Insta. He posted it on like
Jeffrey Dahmer. They got
fucking-
Austin Moon up in that.
They all.
I don't know why they're
Lynch or
making
whatever.
school shooter movies. Like they should not be.
Well,
doing that.
Ted Bundy's a serial killer. He killed like 40 girls.
Okay, they still should.
Yeah,
But
you
But here's the
shouldn't
thing,
be
here's the thing, here's the
glorifying
thing,
that
here's
thing.
the
But no. Here's
They're
the
not- they're
problem, bro. They're not glorifying because that's how they were. Ted Bundy was that charming. Ted Bundy was that
but
much
you
of a
shouldn't.
genius.
Once you do some shit like that, your name should be buried, forgotten, and thrown in a sink, and we should never
it's
speak
like-
to you
it-
again.
it's like-
and
and
we should use you as a reminder of don't do that shit. We shouldn't be out here making
like porn.
movies.
Ted Bundy,
but it's
he
also
said himself
like-
it was because of porn.
But it's also like you don't want to. It's like there's a happy medium. You don't want to get rid of it and never talk about it ever again. But you also don't want to
that's it.
glorify
Then
it.
history
So
repeats.
you gotta find,
You gotta
Mhm.
find.
Yeah.
history
We should
repeats,
do what the Germans did with the fucking like the Nazi shit. Like they hide that shit. They do not like talking about that shit. But you know what they do? They talk about it in school and be like, "This is the darkest time in our country." They acknowledge it,
They talk about
and
it
then
when it
they
needs to
move
be
on.
talked about.
They
Yeah,
move it
talk
on.
about
They,
when it
they
needs to-
don't.
I
They,
like
they're
that,
not. They.
yeah.
You
Like
think the
slavery.
I
fucking.
don't think they should be making a
in the United
movie.
States.
Do I think the movie's glorifying
Yeah,
it? I think
true,
the idea of even making a movie is glorifying, but the movie itself
You know how
isn't
fucked up.
glorifying
You know how
'cause that's
fucked
how
up
they
those
were.
movies.
Okay, but
We
think
Americans
about it.
love to make movies about killing Nazis. Like that's our number one thing. Like we love killing Nazis.
Nazis.
We love killing Nazis.
No,
Inglorious Bastards, Nazi fucking zombies.
Nazis.
But you
We
know,
love but that could have been someone's grandpa. Think about it like
do you
that.
know why? Do you know?
To be
Do you know why
honest,
they're
yeah.
making this movie? I'll fucking tell you why they're making this movie. For fucking money.
Yeah,
You-
that's why.
you
That's
know how much-
terrible.
How much money they're gonna make off of this fucking
So
Ted
much
Bundy
money,
movie?
bro.
Zac Efron, the charming dude, is playing Ted Bundy. Oh,
So
dude,
bad.
it's a fucking.
So bad.
They don't give a fuck that it's gonna.
No,
It's
but-
gonna make serial killers look
yeah.
nice. It's gonna.
I'm not
it-
even
That's
gonna
already a
fucking lie.
thing. Girls on Tumblr love serial killers. Girls on Tumblr like
Alright,
literally.
I don't know about that shit.
Dude,
though.
because
I
they're
don't know
that
fucking
charming,
thing.
bro.
It's a fucking
crazy.
thing.
They're
There's like,
geniuses.
have you been on Tumblr? I go on Tumblr for like Tyler Creator shit, right? Or like fucking Frank Ocean shit, because that's the only place they really like post or used to post, right?
Fuck with Frank Ocean.
I fucking love.
Dude.
That's the only place you would ever hear news about, or he would speak, because he falls off the planet and he doesn't speak. I would go on there sometimes, and you just click explore, and you find the darkest shit on there. You could find like shit about like girls like fucking like looking up to serial killers and like fucking like glorifying them and
I've
loving
heard
them and
about
shit.
that.
That's
Oh,
that's some
that's
real
weird, bro.
that's
It
some
is-
real
it's a
shit.
thing,
This
bro.
is why I
a
don't want
thing.
movies like this to happen, or like even like the Nazi movies. I think we should cut the killing the Nazi movies out, because I've talked to a German. I had a German buddy before, and when the Nazi zombies dropped, he was like, you know how fucked up that is? He's like, what if they made a video game called fucking? I understand they were bad people. Like not every Nazi was a bad person. Like
It's just
they were
it's just-
soldiers. They
Bro,
were just
if-
soldiers.
When you come out the womb and the first thing you see is people telling you this is how you do things, like the Nazi kids, you can't blame the kids,
they were kids
They-
our age
they kids-
fighting a war.
The kids
I-
had
I
rag
did-
dolls
I
and
did-
played knives
Yeah,
that were
I
actual
did-
weapons, and they were toys.
I did research on why most people are racist. It's because it's not because like they like just like it's because the way
That's
that
how they.
it's
it's
the
how
way
you're
that they're
raised.
brought up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did a
That's-
whole
it's-
research
That's
paper
all
on
it
it,
is,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
That's all
Like
it
all
is.
the
It's
black
that
kids were like,
simple.
"I fucking love you," because like I focused on like black racism like in America,
Of
like
course.
being racist, and shit like that. And that's what I like read a bunch of like articles on Galileo. Dog, that was the hardest stuff ever went
Yeah,
on
you're
fucking
n-
paper in
If
class.
you put like the
But
new
dude, it
generation
was
of black
insane.
people and
No,
put
no.
them here, they'll
Here's
be
the
the same
thing.
as
Here's
everyone
the
else.
thing. You can get a broom and put 3 different colored babies in there.
Yeah.
They're gonna play with each other.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah,
get
they're
along.
gonna know each other.
because they don't. Yeah, they don't know. anybody.
Racism isn't it's not.
It doesn't
racism
naturally
isn't-
happen. It doesn't
racism
naturally
is-
happen.
You're not born with racism.
Yeah, no.
You're taught racism.
Yeah, it's because and then it's
Yeah.
something. It's something that you start believing in. It's literally like they've done. Like I was reading shit. It becomes something like it's like to compare it to religion. Like you are taught to believe in Jesus Christ. He's our Lord and Savior. All that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like, I don't want to say bullshit, but all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like you know, as you grow up, you
There's
really
doubt.
believe in that shit.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
There's stuff like that, and it's just
And
you
it's
know,
sad.
that's kind of how
It's like my
racism is.
grandparents
It's like, you know,
are like that. They're racist, but they know it and they hate it, but they
yeah.
know it. So
my
it's
yeah.
like,
I'll
bro,
tell-
if
I'm
it's
not
like
gonna
if
sit
you-
here and lie. My dad is racism, but I don't consider myself as a racist towards just the people that he.
it's
doesn't
so
like,
hard when
you
your
know?
parents.
but you have a predisposed
Yeah.
thought. But that's because we were brought up like that. But it's
Yeah.
not like we're gonna act upon it.
Yeah.
But we are aware
Yeah.
of it, and we're like, we know it's wrong. But it's like it's just proof
I mean, he's
that
my
it can't
dad, and
control
I
it.
feel kind of bad just looking at him and be like, "Don't say that. Like, you can't
Yeah.
say that." But
Yeah.
then it's like my dad, and I just
And it's
I
like think
sit there
about
and
him back
shut
in
up.
the.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like he grew up in like 60s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Like, bro, back then in Hispanic countries, that's just how it was.
Yeah, that's
like
how
it's,
it
it's
was.
crazy.
Even now, it's not as bad as it used to.
I
but it's
can't
still
even
there.
say about my parents because I didn't grow up with my parents like being racist because my brother exists, and
Yeah.
if you know about my brother, you know he's not full Hispanic, and if you
Oh,
met my
yeah.
dad, he's like his dad's black, so it's like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't grow up with like the parents.
So, but
'cause,
like,
that.
I mean,
that's
but there's
weird. Like,
here's
I never thought about it like
here's
that.
a fucking thing I hate. Like, there's racism towards every fucking race. I hear people saying like, I was gonna sound really biased coming from a white kid, but like, bro, you can be racist towards anyone. You fucking it's racism, racist.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
not. It's not.
I
I hear
mean-
people say like, okay, I get it. You're the minority, and people are not liking you. But bro,
Yeah.
if you don't like me because I'm white, you're a racist. If I don't like you because you're brown, I'm a racist. If I don't like you because you're black, I'm a racist. It's
that's
fucking
how
simple. That's how racism fucking works, bro.
You can't say I'm not racist because I'm Mexican.
Exact, bro.
That's
Fucking thank you, dog. That shit pisses me off. Like,
Yeah.
bro, like,
I mean,
fuck, dude.
as fucked as this sounds, I will.
All right,
okay,
guys.
like, I'm gonna
With
admit it.
that topic, I think we're up at we're like an hour 30.
All
Nah,
right.
keep going, bro.
Wait,
keep
wait,
going.
finish
No,
that
no,
last
no.
thought,
Yeah,
finish
yeah.
that
We
last
gotta wrap this shit up. We gotta wrap this.
Okay,
we gotta wrap this
we'll go
segment.
hour 45
It's all good.
max.
It's all good. All right,
Hour
So
45.
you know what? I think to end it up on a good note, I think we should just love each other.
Yeah,
bro.
no,
Bro,
as
that's
cringe,
what
as
it
cringe
is,
as that
bro.
sounds, like
Yeah.
that ass.
Okay, do you-
It's
okay,
so
okay.
It's either love each other or mind your own
I
goddamn
gotta-
business,
Yeah,
bro.
I gotta
Like,
talk to you guys.
Shut
Can
your
I talk to
fucking
him about
mouth.
that thing you told me?
No,
I can't.
no,
Okay. Okay, I won't tell about the whole philosophy.
no.
I'm not gonna tell him about the whole. I'm gonna say like the context. Santi has been drilling this idea into my. I can't tell you the D. He's like, you gotta figure it on your own, and I
Okay.
figured it out. And
Yeah.
then he was like, I was like, it really makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
But he was like, he took LSD. This kid took LSD, and he went in his own fucking college spiritual path, and he started like breaking down and crying and figuring shit out in his mind. I guess I don't know what goes on in your mind. I
Bro,
guess.
all right. I don't let my emotions out like that. Like I'll cry. Okay, like
I cry like a
last
bitch. No,
not
I'm
this
fucking
season of
around.
Game of Thrones,
I'm fucking
but
around.
last season's Game of Thrones and all that. I cried a fuck ton, like bawling. Like my sister came in, she thought my friend died by how much I was crying, right? But like when fucked up, like real life shit, fucked up shit. Like a lot of people in my family have died. Like my uncle, one of my closest, like he was a father to me, OD'd on heroin in Duck Pond when I was a freshman, right? But I slightly teared up. I basically was just kind of hurt in a way, right?
I know exactly what
But
you mean.
and I was just kind of quiet,
oh,
sitting there
fuck.
like sad, but I wasn't crying, right? But it's like I cried 4 times because of like life shit, like in my head emotions, not
Yeah.
exterior stuff. My own head 4 times on like after acid
This shit was crazy.
because that's how much shit.
This kid came back to
came
me different. It was
thrown-
weird.
like so much shit went through my mind and like about the world and stuff that like and about myself, my family, my personality, like my psychology. I bought 4 times, bro. Like twice in the shower, 2 times in my room, and I've never cried like that.
Drugs are bad.
take LSD once in your life, once,
one time.
You think? All right.
once,
Honestly, it's like,
once.
but like,
that's my advice.
but yeah, I just
no,
realized
no,
I
no.
lost my uncle recently. Like
Yeah, you told me.
my first uncle, and I forget about that sometimes. I still think that guy's like rolling around somewhere, but he's like not rolling around somewhere. That shit, like
Fucked, man.
Yeah.
when you like lose a family member, that's just kind of like fuck.
Yeah, but yeah, like Leo said, bro. I think like all this bullshit that's going on. I don't know. I think like bullshit's gonna continue, and it's bullshit because it's fucking like I call
People,
bullshit.
okay,
'cause it's
bullshit's gonna continue until like
racism, like
the
fucking
old
school
the
shooting
old
problems,
guard.
all that
Okay, it's
bullshit.
fucked up to say. It's gonna continue until like quite a few people die. We're
Until,
gonna
like the old people.
we're gonna because
yeah,
it's
I
always
make that joke.
it's
a lot.
always
I'm like,
that-
racism's gonna keep happening till the old fuckers.
it's
That's
literally
what it
it
is.
literally continues, but like there's always that.
But do you
small-
think they said that back when we were around or no? Or back when they were kids,
I
is
think-
what I
I
mean.
think
Do you
they
think they
did.
said that or no?
No, I
They
think
didn't
it's
even
gonna
say
keep-
that. They
No,
didn't
I-
say
no,
that.
no. I
Because
think
that
it's
wasn't
gonna
that
keep on
long ago,
going.
bro. Racist.
I
Because
think-
in the
I think-
'60s is when, literally,
Yeah.
because we think about the whole thing with
You're right, yeah.
black people's rights.
Civil rights
Like that
movement.
just happened like 50 years ago, bro.
That was
50 years
recent.
ago. Black people were getting
my
fucking
dad's
killed
barely
on the
50
street.
years
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. My dad was fucking almost
I
around
mean,
50 years ago.
In my honest opinion, I don't think it's ever gonna end because it's still gonna be taught.
It's gonna be a lot
somewhere in this
smaller.
world it's gonna be
gonna
taught.
be
Yeah,
like
there's
in
gonna
like
be
in like the
racism everywhere.
deepest,
Hate
darkest
just
parts of
runs.
America,
Hate
and like the
runs.
most urban fucking country parts where you don't see a fucking anybody but people that look like yourself and your family. That shit's gonna continue. But in like the major cities, the urban parts, like where we're at,
Yeah,
that shit's gonna
it's really
die.
diverse here.
That's gonna die
it's
out
gonna
one
die
day.
down. Yeah.
Because like here's the thing: when those old people die, their ideas die with them.
I
for
think
most
that's
part.
the one good thing our generation has is the fact that like we don't give a fuck. There's some people in our generation, not gonna call it names, some motherfuckers that go to our school that are like legitimately racist.
Yeah.
Like legitimately
Yeah.
racist.
Yeah.
And I'll tell them after we're done recording, and y'all will agree with me 100%.
No, I know a couple people. From
Yeah, they're
I can name a
God
couple
like
people.
yeah,
And here's the thing, though,
it's not, here's the fucked up thing. It's not just white kids. It's not just white people. That, you know what I mean? It's like it's
Yeah, yeah.
all racist, dude. It's fucked up. It's like, dude, like you and then the people who. This is the part that I hate is the people who aren't white think that they're not racist because they're not white. I'm like, dude, that's not okay, whatever. But I don't know. I guess I don't really have that much room to talk because, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm white, but it's still like, come on, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's fucked.
you know, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just not right.
So what do you guys want to close on? Oh, we didn't even talk about the whole Nickelodeon thing.
Save it.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, no, y'all did. Y'all did.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
did.
we went
Oh, the
into,
Oh, yeah.
we didn't start. We talked about
Yeah.
how we met Ray.
Yeah.
We didn't fucking.
All right, well, I mean, just save it, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to fucking have a 2-hour long podcast.
I mean, we're at an hour 34. Do you want to just end it here?
Yeah, you just cut it off here.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
All right. We could film another one right now. I don't give a fuck.
We could film another one right after. We could actually like this could be our
Deadass,
test.
yeah.
This could be
Well,
our
I don't
test.
know. I mean, no, this was
was
a
a
good
good
one.
one.
Where
This was a
this
good
one's going up.
This
Yeah,
one's
this
going up.
one's
Okay, I'll put. Okay, this is gonna be our welcome back special.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah,
back.
I don't
welcome
think
back
we
special.
don't have video for this one, do we?
I don't know. We'll just we'll throw audio up. We'll
We'll-
just take a picture of us. throw
We'll
audio
just
up.
take a we'll get a screenshot of us like looking dope at shit for
Yeah,
graduation.
yeah.
We'll call this a graduation special. Welcome
All right.
back
Yeah,
to the
welcome
Power
back.
Moves podcast. I have been your host Fernando Elvir.
Santiago Cabeza.
Swishy.
And Poppy Leo.
We'll catch you fudging later. Goodbye.
Later, dude.